Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Natural One. And we're sorry for our late start time. We were talking because we're friends.
No, we're not. The way you said that did not sound good. I'm talking because we're friends.
Because we're friends. Oh, man. So, real quick, before we jump into everything, I believe our current plans are for most of us continue playing up to Christmas week. I know you will not be here next week due to drill, I believe.
Next week.
It's the first week of December.
I'll send you a text reminder.
Thanks.
For those, DJ did say thank you for the text reminder because it came in like the perfect time, too.
I completely forgot about that.
I did too. But we got the camera back, so. But anyway, I believe the current plans are we're going to continue playing up to Christmas week, as long as that works for most of us. Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
I think so.
All right. Then I believe that is just about everything.
No shout-outs to BZ Design.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck those guys.
Look, I don't have the shirt on, so
None of us have the shirt on.
I think my shirt went somewhere. I don't know where it went. Makes me upset. I'll probably have to order a new one. But we'll go ahead and give a quick shout out to our friend abcdesign.com, who makes really cool custom shirts and socks and jackets, all that kind of stuff, and works at a very good price. So if you do have an interest in getting whatever stupid shit you want put on a shirt, go ahead and give her a shout. She will definitely work with you on that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll The Natural One.
It's your time to fly, or your time to die. Let's have some fun on the natural one. You can roll the dice if you pay the price. No, we're not done. It's the natural one. It's the natural one. It's the natural one. You got dragons and flagons and horses with wagons. There's a ton of powerful shit that you'll be dragging. You're a titan of fighting in the day or night. It's an amazing story that you all are writing. It's your time to fly, your time to die. Let's have some fun on the natural one. You can roll the dice if you pay the price. No, we're not done. It's the natural one. It's the natural one.
And welcome back.
You get faster at
So
that.
it's
fucking die.
you're gonna get caught pretty
Was
soon.
that a word?
It was penis, yeah.
It's really fast.
It was the only words that truly have merit. It's gonna be like the Peter Griffin thing. I can tell the entire alphabet in a quarter of a second.
Yeah. And read this entire book.
Like the doctor.
So, last time, you guys had just recently vanquished a Mara after you guys taking refuge with William Hart and Michael Riverwood in Evier Hall. After you guys were able to fend off the giant five-headed snake long enough for Michael to freeze it in place so that the town could unleash little Baiane on it, assisted by your Cyclopses, you guys were greeted by Lord Evier. You gave him your name of the Water Wigglers, and you guys were gifted a house within Evier Hall that was a fairly elaborate place of residence, and you guys were kind of given almost status of a bit of prestige within the hall, as it were. During that night, Ronan was accosted by a musical tune and left the city, drawn by the music, and ran into his old friend, Cassandra, who apparently had taken track of a bounty that had been placed on his life after the events of White Day. While Ronan managed to fend her off and escape back to the city without severe damage, you guys decided that it would be best to continue your journey towards the spire to cash out on a 25-foot gold chandelier that you just had to take with you from the Dreaming Dark.
You're welcome.
We make our own quest.
Yeah. Hashtag.
Fuck your world, DM. We'll do what we want with it.
Money.
Hashtag.
Oh, you put that city there? Yeah, we're gonna go there, but we want to do something really cool.
You just come out and say it, that you got lulled by females.
Listen. Well, first and foremost.
Ronan and Cassandra.
Yeah, chill out.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First and foremost, then he comes in the baby carriage.
I don't think you're talking about Cassandra. Anyway,
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
what's next, dear? What else happened after that?
You guys continue your trip outside of Evier Hall, traveling up the main road to the spire, where you guys felt relatively safe, given William's misdirection as to your identities to most of the Evier army. There are evidently at least a few people who still know you as you guys actually are, but for the most part, you guys seem to feel you're relatively safe from larger forces at the least. You traveled up the road after a day and a half's travel to Oleum, due to your Goliath's freaky ability to move stupidly fast in ways that defy most of D&D logic. But
She's really good at piggyback rides.
really good at piggyback rides. It's uncanny. But you guys then found yourselves on the cusp of the town of Oleum, and that would make the day yours. It is about noon. What would you guys like to do?
You were gonna do something here.
Somebody wanted to find some shop.
I was looking to see if they had an enchanter
Okay.
that could help me enchant one of my crossbows.
And I am looking to see if there's anybody here who can identify.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm gonna go with him and help.
With him? With Ghost?
Yeah, go.
Okay. The Ghost either make yours with advantage, or you may help him as you wish.
What check?
Investigation.
Are you going by yourself?
No, I was just.
Where are you
I'll
going?
roll separately.
I am going to look for anybody who can identify items.
I'll go with
I
you.
am also gonna go with Ghost.
You three go. Okay, this table's going one way. Or are you gonna go with Ronan, or what are you
I
gonna do?
think they're all going one way and we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make your check with advantage, or you may also make one as you wish.
Advantage, do you want to roll?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, okay. 16.
Well, did you roll with advantage?
Yeah, that was with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Before it was like 9.
And Ghost, what did you get?
19.
19. All right.
Okay.
Ghost. Excuse me.
Excuse.
There we go. After a little bit of searching, Ghost, you come across a shop that has, it's a little bit weird. It actually stands out. Most of the town is relatively fairly built, but structurally sound stone houses with red thatched roofs and the like. This place actually has a little bit of extra space on the sides of it, where the buildings are not pressed up more or less against one another, or the space of an alleyway. And it's because several large octopus-like tentacles are sticking up out of the ground around it and curving up to the top, almost like a bell point. And looking at it, you can see the doorway is actually a circular place that has a large pole handle on it. The building is called the Kraken's Eye.
I was literally about to be like, is this whole building a mimic?
A little bit. It looks
It's not doing a very good job.
it's not moving,
Okay.
but it definitely is obviously intended to look like a kraken.
Wait, this is definitely the basement.
How did I miss this?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, Grendel, I believe I told you about it, but it is Spirit Day as well.
That was on the way here, because it took 2 days to get here.
I apologize. Well, no, it was going to take 2 days. Then your Goliath is the ability to move really, really fast.
Okay.
We go zoomies.
You do zoomies. Picture the whole party on all fours running around, just with zero direction.
We still made excellent time.
You just traveled everywhere really fast.
That legit makes sense for one of us.
Fair.
Run, go.
But only if like you stop every few seconds.
He
Go.
just pooped.
So, would you like to travel inside?
Yes, hell yes.
You travel inside, and the shop is, I think, similar to Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. After Fred George got it up and going, it's two floors along with an attic, just filled with weird magical shit. Everything in here is constantly whirring and making noise, and half of it's flying off the shelves of its own accord. You're not really sure where it's going, but it goes places.
I should touch everything.
You should absolutely touch everything.
Man, we had a cold Goliath, and now we have, I don't know what's going to happen. We loved her, though. She was amazing.
There are several patrons inside, and you finally, after kind of a quick moment of confusion, you look around, and you see a tall human with kind of auburn-colored hair pulled back, kind of sweeping behind his shoulders, and vibrant blue eyes. And you can see he looks at you and he smiles. Well, hello, friends. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Good. Is it morning?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Good afternoon. We're new in town.
Well, then you are very welcome to the Kraken's Eye. Tell me, what brings you here today?
I'm looking for someone to enhance an item.
Such things we can do here. What is it you would like done, and what to?
I pull out my which one? I pull out just my regular +1 crossbow or hand crossbow, and then I pull out the sack that has the frost salamander.
Okay.
Frost sack in it. I was wondering if you could maybe combine these two and give my crossbow a little bit of cold damage.
Let's see. Certainly not an impossible venture. It would take me a little bit to figure out what must be done with these. How long are you in town for?
That he does.
Unsure. I mean, it depends how long you think it would take.
It
I
would,
could always leave it here with you.
That would be necessary. It would take me, if I were to work through the night, I could possibly have it done before noon tomorrow.
Okay. We could spend the night.
Okay. It also depends on the quality of the enchantment. I can tell you right now, using this frost, it would be very easy to give your crossbow immunity to cold resistances. And that would be relatively cheap as well. If I were to do something a little more complicated, it would be a bit more expensive, obviously.
How much would it cost to imbue it with cold damage?
To imbue it with cold damage... It's a complicated enchantment, but providing all the pieces... Say... maybe 2,000 gold.
Okay. It's expensive.
Enchantments cost money.
How much did you say it was?
2,000 gold.
200.
Okay. Well, at least we know where we can come back to.
We'll have to see how much the gold nets after these fires.
I believe you came up with some. Do you remember what it was?
What?
I believe you came up with an estimate. Do you remember?
Oh, God.
I'll tell you right now, I know how much it's worth, but
Uno momento, and I can find.
I believe you said 18,500, something like that.
I would think
What?
so.
What are we talking
How
about?
much the chandelier is worth.
Oh.
I know exactly how much it's worth, but
So it's
18.5k. So
I believe
For a
that's what Mike came
solid
up
gold
with.
chandelier.
If you were to have the gold, if you were to have the gold converted into gold coins, yes,
Okay.
that's what Mikey, I believe, came up with.
12,800
12,800
was my math of it.
Yes,
What is your math of it, DM?
Yeah, I mean,
could be anything.
Would it
Probably
be worth
triple
more
that.
if we just gave them the pieces of chandelier
Sure,
and they
let's
gave
go with
us
that.
already gold?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go up to him and put
Yeah.
my gun on there too, and write down how much to get this enhanced, just with like +1.
Is it? Not a particularly complicated enchantment. It would take me a few hours to get put on.
You
Uh,
have the bag of holding
I would say I could do this for 1,100 gold.
Keep that as a quote.
Please write it down, because I will not remember.
I'm writing it down right now.
I just thought it would be smarter just to cash the gold in first and just throw a piece on the counter and see what says.
We gotta cash. It'd be smarter to cash it first.
Grendel did find out that you will get the highest return by cashing it in.
Okay. Well, alright, at least I know somebody who could do it.
And where do we plan on going after this? After this fire?
Back here.
It's up to you guys.
We don't have a plan
We
yet.
don't have a plan.
Yeah.
Well, we can
12%
make a
of the plan.
plan.
We don't even have 12%.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Now we have
Did he give you
12%.
a price
For what?
for your gun?
Yeah, 1,100.
How much would it be to make this hit harder?
You here?
Yeah. She came with
Oh,
us.
I didn't realize that.
Let's see. Is that all you wanted to do? Slightly more damage?
Yeah, I need to.
I would prefer a lot more damage, but
Well,
if slightly more damage is on
you want to do a lot more
it.
damage, it will cost quite a lot of gold.
It has a spell on it already, but I don't
Yes,
use
I
that
can see.
anymore.
Well, to have it disenchanted, actually, that would make it slightly cheaper because then I can store the enchantments. It's complicated. You see, he kind of starts to explain the enchanting process to you. Watches it. He goes, let's just stick to the basics. Well, let's see here. I could actually give this one more effect to its damage and chances to hit, in addition to removing the enchantments. I would say I could do that for 300 gold.
How long would that take?
Disenchanting actually does not take very long. The disenchantment itself would only take an hour. To re-enchant it, so it has another benefit to it, probably, I would say come by for nightfall and I would have it done.
Okay. And that, and then the 300 gold.
Okay. You see as he kind of puts it back and you can see him pull a couple vials out to the side.
Is it lions?
It would be golden lines here, yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you guys go through, and after a little bit of searching, you find that there is actually almost akin to a common hall, where there are several different services. You can see there's actually a gold exchanging area where people who can trade in different golden stamps for others of that nature. And you can tell it's probably a fairly common occurrence, especially throughout the Cloaked range. Meanwhile, within this encampment, there is, you can see kind of a heavily robed elven figure, who you would actually be able to tell is half-elf.
Okay.
And you can tell that there's a bit of glam to them, if you will. You can see several small, like, sapphire have kind of been emblazoned through their eyebrows.
30% last time.
And there's small weavings of
Yeah, on
almost a
difficulty 3, we
glittering
got
substance in the
30%
hair,
yesterday.
just giving them a little bit
Yeah,
more
that's fine.
ambiance and pizzazz, if you will, to their
Okay.
appearance. And you can see they do have a number of,
If Ghost quoted him that much, then
and you see that there is a number of magical items that he's currently busy waving his hands over, which you recognize as the process used to identify something.
Would I know if there's like a proper way to bow or anything like that? When
Among full elves, there is a the process, the greeting, which is used. Among half elves, it's not as common.
then I will open the door and usher in Talon, and then as I see the elf up, or the half up, hello, my friend.
Hello, it is a pleasure to see you both. Please, my name is Abrea. What may I do for you?
Hello there, Brad. My name is Ronan, and this is my brother Talon. We were wondering if we could. Well, I was wondering if I could get an item identified.
That is exactly what I do here.
All right. I was given this longbow by a close friend of mine, and I've yet to really dive into what it's capable of.
Interesting. And tell me, where was it you acquired this bow?
In the Krognock range.
Most curious. Please, lay it on the table. It would cost me 100 gold to identify this for you.
100 gold.
I'll
And it would take
provide.
me 11 minutes.
I'll provide that.
Nods to you and smiles and pockets the gold.
And I just take the bow out off my back, lay it on the table.
And he begins to focus his energy upon the bow. And you see the magical strings kind of fly from his fingers as he begins whispering arcane words through the process, so slowly chanting and kind of going through several different mantras and the like as he's reading from a spell book. And eventually kind of stops and looks up and goes, I have to admit, this is the first time I have seen a bow of this likeness.
Really?
It is a very unique item. I unfortunately don't have it made in my homebrewed spells, so you will not be able to add it to your character sheet, but if you remind me when I leave, I will make sure to do so. This bow has the unique ability to mark its targets. Above table, you can actually cast Hunter's Mark through the bow automatically.
Oh.
Not quite as crazy as I thought it was gonna be.
And it gives you proficiency with it. If you would not normally have it, you may use it as a strength weapon if you wish.
Oh, okay.
And there's a long bow. Look for my pen.
I will just lean over to Talon. Thank you for that.
Problem.
I'll make sure to give it back to you when we get up to the spire.
Oh, don't worry about
Is there anything else that it does?
That is all I can determine from its at present.
Does it seem to have any sentient life to it or anything?
It is more difficult to tell that without actually tuning to the nature.
Understand.
It is possible there is something lurking in it. It definitely carries an energy with it. But at this point, it's all I really am able to tell you, unfortunately.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not for me. Talon, is there anything that you like in here?
No, I don't believe so.
Well then, I shall with you both a very pleasant day. If I actually may ask, forgive me, you matched the descriptions of someone Tal Carter was speaking about earlier. Kind of leans forward almost conspiratorially. Are you guys part of the Water Wigglers?
Cross town ghost.
I'm sorry I keep doing this to you guys, but I'm not gonna stop.
I just lean
Sorry,
in.
not sorry.
I lean in, and I look look around, and I hit her with a wink.
I heard tales of your exploits in every other hall. Most daring.
We just needed to find a little wiggle room, some would say.
I'm no longer sorry.
Meanwhile, miles away, a ghost just gets
Seizure.
nosebleed.
What else is in this store?
Oh,
now that I'm
no.
here?
This isn't actually a store. It's more of a commune area where there are several different vendors.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, there is a place where there's a gold exchange station. There's a place where different people are kind of getting different documents for living arrangements and things that sorted out. There are trading posts where people deal, essentially, are dealing in larger quantities of different building supplies, such as lumber, stone, all things of that nature. Different food items being transported back and forth. So this is more of a place where any sort of business that needs to be sorted out is handled. It's almost like a city hall, essentially.
Okay. Is there anybody selling weapons?
There are several shops surrounding the area where somebody might be selling weapons.
Okay. Abria, before we leave, would you be able to point me into a decent weapons shop?
But if you want some woodsman shots. Are you okay? Yeah. A little smoke comes out of his ears.
Just a slight aneurysm, that's all.
Reboot.
Recalculating.
Recalculating route. Looks at you. Well, if you are looking for someone who procures weapons, then Balthazar's Blades is the finest establishment I can recommend.
And where would that be at?
You simply head down the street, you take a left at the fountain. Big shop, can't miss it. There's a giant shield emblazoned over the door.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your services today.
I appreciate your business.
And then I will nod and then escort Talon out
Okay.
and make our way towards Balthazar's Blades.
All right.
Are you seeing iDog?
No?
Okay.
No, he has a mirror. You can see that. Is he angling around the streets?
Dick.
He's just walking backwards.
Beep, beep, beep. Team A. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I will sit shopkeeper. I actually never asked his name. Well, I'm sorry, I never asked your name.
How polite of you to ask. My name is Randy.
Andy. Write that down in a moment. That's a bit rich for my blood today, but I should be coming in possession of some funds very shortly. So I will probably return for your service.
That doesn't
Fortune
sound
smiles
shady.
on you. Please stop by. I'm happy to enchant things.
That didn't sound shady.
Shh. Yo, I got a hookup coming. It's a sure thing. There's gonna be a huge return on it, but just need a little bit of time.
What?
I've seen.
It's a day a week.
I got this job.
No, so
I'm gonna get a visit from my bookie on Monday.
these are all of the people that have made an opening charge since Wednesday.
That's wild.
Grendel and Sienna. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Is it still? What time of day is it now?
Oh, it's still in the afternoon. This is just
Okay. No, I'm fine for now. I just need to come back whenever he's done.
okay. Ronan. Following Agba's instructions, you head down and you see a huge shop. Just in your initial tell, businesses here are a little bit different. There's only a few spread throughout, but the ones that are here are large and used to doing vast amounts of business. You see just a huge emblazed sign that reads Balthazar's Bonds and Blades.
This must be the place, and I will make our way into the shop.
As you guys walk in, you are greeted almost at the door, slightly to the right, by an enormous bugbear, which is slightly unusual to see in these parts. Even more unusual for a bugbear. Excuse me. Code Red, come back on me. This is not a wild, ungroomed figure, but his hair is actually sleek and styled. And he's actually wearing very fine silk clothes. And as you can, he actually walks up slightly and bows to you both. Welcome to Balthazar's Bonds and Blades. I see you are two very stylish warriors.
This is our romance soul.
Yeah, it is. Do I know if bugbears speak, what languages bugbears naturally speak?
Most bugbears in the wild typically have their own language.
Okay.
This one is speaking to you in common.
Okay. Well, hello there, my friend. I was coming here looking to procure a weapon, maybe a warhammer or a great axe.
No, this isn't entirely doable after all. Every artist is keen to their own style of brush. Please, follow me. And as you kind of walk by, now, I am absolutely able to sell you a weapon. But every weapon must be held by the right wielder, as every brush might be held by the right artist. So please, tell me a little bit more about how you are looking to fight.
Well, it's not for me, it's for a friend.
A very kind gift.
She likes to be in the fray. She gets excited when it's time to fight. She's massive. Tall wise, not width, but she's tall. She's very lean. She comes from the Krognock range.
You're very skinny for Goliath.
She's very lean.
Edit your weight a little bit.
Protein junkie, if you will.
Shredded, absolutely
I'm
shredded.
talking like lean, but like
So like 0% body fat.
zero, absolutely no body fat to count.
Negative body fat. Somebody else around here.
Bone, baby, muscle and bone.
Somebody else is fatter around here.
Oh god.
Damn it, every time you come around, I gain weight.
God.
Well, I think we can have something like you're looking for. They lead you towards the back where you can see several, what appear to be dwarven-made heavy weapons and armor, clearly intended for larger races such as orcs, Goliaths, things of that nature. You can see there's just a wall of battle axes, war hammers, things of that nature.
And I'm looking for one that kind of has like a heavier hilt to it, maybe a little some good wood, possibly.
So describing your look a little bit, you see him almost kind of stroke where his fur kind of comes down to a slightly pointed beard almost. Kind of strokes it a little bit, thinking, let's see, I think something perhaps of this nature. And he pulls down a huge maul that has, at the handle end of it, has kind of an ornate falcon head on the end of it that's composed of heavy iron that kind of help counterbalance some of the hammer end, if you will. And it has, the handle itself is made of iron, but it's wrapped in kind of a strong brown leather, whereas the wood is actually kind of a darker, almost oak to it.
I do like that a lot, and I think she'll like it too. How much is this?
That is a great question. I should have pulled the prices before you came in here, but I didn't think to do it.
And it doesn't have to be magical. Just something she can just
Oh, well, that is very good. I don't do magic here. I
Perfect.
simply make the weapons.
just something she could, really knock the block off.
Where is... Weapons. There it is. Let's see. This is, really... Oh, no, that was the wrong thing. I was looking at the weight. Oh, they're the same. Okay. Looks at this. Let's see. For my craftsmanship, I would say 15 gold pieces for this.
I will pull out 15 gold pieces. I will take it.
Nods and kind of seems to consider it for a moment. Has a little red ribbon on the bow, or no, a little red bow onto it. Hands it to you.
Thank you. I appreciate this. Talon, is there anything in here you would want weapon-wise? Daggers, quarterstaff.
No, I believe my interests are more alchemical.
Okay.
Is there anyone that specializes in this field in the city?
How tall am I?
Yes, actually.
No.
Not too far away.
5'8".
A very old
Wait,
potion maker.
220.
Goes by the name of
You're
Selda.
5'8".
Zelda.
Selda, yes. She typically carries a shop just a little ways outside of City Hall. If you travel down there, she sells all sorts of different ingredients and the like. Personally, I can't stand the smell of her stand, but if you're looking for potion ingredients,
Good to know. And your name was?
thank you for asking. My name, I'm
Another aneurysm.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my mouth this morning.
They're common.
You guys are right up there? Yeah. I am Balthazar.
Your Balthazar. Got it. I'm Talon.
A pleasure to meet you. Ken leans forward. Tell me, do you hail from the Lunari province?
It's the fucking
Yep,
equestrian.
the same signet on his armor is where I hail from.
My condolences to your forest. Most unfortunate.
Say it one more time for me. What do you mean?
You've not heard.
No. Heard what?
This is most of it. When was the last time you were in the Wildwoods?
Quite a while back.
A month or so? A month or more?
You see, the conflict kind of rises in his face. Talon, with your passive insight, you suddenly sense a high nervousness in him. He leans forward, kind of. Mind you that I would not normally say things. I'm certainly not speaking ill of her grace, but the Browin family were named as traitors to the throne and dismissed rather forcefully, if you understand me.
He'll turn and walk out of the establishment, and before he turns, you'll see the wisps of fire from his eyes as he turns and walks out. Before he walks out of the door, he'll say, "Thank you for your patronage."
Okay.
When you say dismissed, this is after he leaves, I walk up closer to the counter. What do you mean when you say dismissed forcefully?
Word has it that none of their family is alive.
The
So you're about to find out.
Yep, I know. Yep.
Discord real quick for you.
Okay.
I will kind of just, Rona just kind of stands there for a second. And when did this happen?
Just a point of clarification for you. And see, this would have taken place less than a fortnight ago.
2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Okay, just so you're aware.
Yep.
And this was known.
There was a public declaration made. Her Highness insisted that all the current lords either have to swear fealty to her or suffer. The Browns were not willing.
I will give him 2 more gold pieces. Thank you for your services and the information.
If you have a chance, I might keep your connection quiet.
Yeah, of course.
Slightly louder voice. Well, thank you. Always good to have patrons in here. You have a lovely day now.
And I will grab the mall, the massive mall, and head out.
Okay.
The shop was the Kraken's Eye, right?
Yes.
How do you spell the shopkeeper's name?
Randy, R-A-N-D-Y.
A-N-D-Y.
Like when you want folk.
What?
When you're feeling
Never heard that phrase?
What did you say?
What just
When you-
happened?
when you wanna
Like when you want to folk.
Oh.
Brandy, baby. Yeah.
The wrestlers in front of me made my brain go to Randy Orton.
Straight legend. Randy is a legend in these
He was one
streets.
of my favorites when I was a kid.
Yes, they are the ones who,
Right
yeah,
after.
the ones who
Okay.
were
Shopping.
trying to redeem themselves after the coup.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
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 Too soon.
What
You guys just movies.
I don't think there's any good further, like you hear that and not instantly just go into that. Just, I feel like I could just stop on the street and yell at somebody, "Hey, what's that?"
I don't remember that one was fucking popular back in the day.
We're gonna have the commercials out there now.
Fuck.
Calling a cootie queen liquor.
Who are you calling a cootie queen? You limp liquor?
If you lick Lance, you got some real shit we need to discuss.
If you're a cootie queen, you got some shit you need to discuss.
She been discussing it. It's just
I just got back from the
Cream in
doctor.
her
Found out
mouth.
I have cooties. Don't get yourself tested.
Yeah.
I will catch up to Talon
Okay.
while carrying this ball.
As you do, you can just sense kind of the tension and agitation resonant in his eyes. Still have that streak of fire.
And I'll just kind of like grab him and spin him around. Have you received no messages from them?
None. And none from grandfather as well. And as he looks up at you, the tears in his eyes are evaporating from the fire emanating from the top of them.
Can you attempt to get into contact with them?
Only during a sleep cycle. Something I learned in my time incarcerated.
Good cap.
Yeah.
Make history.
We need to. We have to make our way back there.
Our family's next if we don't act.
I gotta be honest with you.
It's called Black Marsh Holt.
Before this is all said and done, and I'll lean in and say this to him quietly. I'm gonna kill our Grace. And then, you have to tell Ghost.
I don't think we have to, but I think we should.
And the list keeps getting longer.
And longer.
I need to see if Ghost can tap into his network of information. There's one other thing that we need to find out. No,
Who told anyone, have we?
no.
Whoops.
The divulgence of information.
Yeah.
The episode.
before we cross back through the Krognak Range and make our way back to the Wildwoods, we have to have some type of intel for Sienna.
For what? I'm sorry.
For Sienna. Or Cephalopod, or whatever her name is. I told her that we would catch the people who burned down her bar. So we need to get a trail on that. We need to figure something out for that. We have to catch and do something about Kazia. We have a white tiefling who is
About Kazia.
You're just spilling all the tea.
There's a lot more cats in this bag than I thought there were.
He's just fucking over here.
Kazia.
I thought you said you met with him and he was okay.
He is.
What had happened was.
I might have embellished the phrase "he's okay."
You'll see him kind of push away from you. Have you been lying to me too?
He's collecting cursed children. I don't
No, I need you to
know.
make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
With advantage because you get +3 to all. Oh, not with advantage, you get +3 to all your saves.
Please read that feat for me real quick.
He gets +3 plus saving throws.
I do get advantage because I'm a Kalishtar.
That you do.
So you have
I'm curious about the exact wording of.
Oh,
his
the feat.
paladin.
My paladin
Yeah, because
feat.
of his thing.
There's a specific word I'm listening for.
Combat.
Willing.
Can't see.
No.
Triple H.
It's Triple H with a chair.
While you are
What is the
conscious,
guy that
you
had
grant
the
all friendly creatures, including
Okay,
you,
that's the word I
within
did here.
10 feet
Talon, you do
+3.
not have +3 to this.
It's like
Okay.
T-Rex and Midget.
Shillelagh.
Who went the shillelagh? Mick Foley?
No.
He had a midget, and the midget had a
You said
shillelagh.
wisdom save, right?
Yes.
26.
You see, as Talon pushes you away, you see his shoulders kind of tense up, and you see the flames around his eyes flicker from red to blue. And
No
you
one does.
witness-
Let Google figure it out.
for just a split second, his hand naturally grasps around as if it were holding a sword or a dagger.
Yeah, there's his midget.
And you hear in your head, Talon, the phrase,
Hornswoggle was his name.
Burn it.
Finley was his name.
No, Hornswoggle was the midget's name.
and as that goes off, you catch yourself.
Is it a voice I understand?
It is. It's the voice you heard of the being you inhabited, who helped burn down the Wildwoods. In your second dream, I believe. But you managed to catch yourself, push down the impulse, and run, and you watch as the flames flicker back from blue to red.
Short version is Ghost wants to stop Kazia. I think we can save Kazia.
I thought Kazia was gone.
Kazia is the reason we knew about our friend who's now heading to the Dark Swamps. Dark Swamps. He is more
So you're using him,
using who?
Kazia, for information.
Not so much.
Then why would you lie to me?
Alan, I don't know if you know, but you've been different. Your eyes change colors now. And from what I've seen, it depends on your emotional state. They've been red, blue, white, on fire, vibrant blue. I've just watched as tears have evaporated from your cheeks. And this all started in the Krognock range. Either you're becoming powerful, maybe it's the arcane nature inside you, maybe it's your quarry spirit.
Or maybe I'm saying the truth for the first time in my life. That's the joke. Which is it, Ronan?
Repeat the question for me again.
Rewind and RP for me. Maybe I'm saying the truth for the first time in my life.
Either or would never fault you. But Kazuya is something I'd rather not discuss with everyone.
Because of your friendship. Or because of the information.
More so the friendship. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about him. I don't think he has been really seeing what he believes he has been.
What is that?
He sees the world as a dangerous place for cursed children, as it is. But he also sees an opportunity to collect these cursed children. At worst, he'll commit genocide and try to wipe a lot of kingdoms out.
That's pretty bad, Ronan.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
There's good in here.
That's pretty bad.
Okay, Batman.
But I also don't believe he's the only one inhabiting his body.
Orochimaru.
Guess what his last name is? It's Orochi. Da da da.
You wouldn't unless you watch Naruto.
So I'm thinking if we or I can expel whatever else is inhabiting Kazuya, then we get just our typical broody, depressing swordsman back. Or at worst, we kill him.
And Mike has to play 2 characters. I like the first option.
It starts. It's my team. It starts to play.
Oh, God. My demons.
Okay, not too much.
Copyright. Can I make an insight check on him?
Sure.
What are you looking for?
Ronan, yeah. What specifically do you want
To tell if he's being truthful about the fact that he thinks
Kazuya can be
Kazuya is saved. Yeah,
Can't be saved?
it can't
Okay.
be saved, yeah.
Ronan, are you lying?
No, telling the truth.
Okay, go ahead and make your insight check.
He's lying to himself.
100% believe it.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna help. Never mind.
13.
You sense that he definitely wants it to be true. You also know that Ronan has a tendency, where his friends are concerned, to try to be a bit of an optimist and not necessarily see things objectively. So you can sense there's at least a level of delusion in this. But he's not lying. He definitely, at the very least, wants Kazuya to be able to be saved.
Okay.
He's Batman trying to save Superman. Yeah. Probably gonna fail miserably.
One, there is still good in him.
I know there's good in him.
Just not enough for me to live.
There's no Lois Lane for this.
You don't know that. You don't know Kazuya's lost.
He'll hold out his hand. Priorities then.
I will shake his hand. Priorities.
You'll see the little wisp of blue flame as he turns around and walks towards the spire.
Ron will pull out his notebook.
You're just leaving?
Blue.
You're just leaving?
Well, I assume it was on our way out, right? The alchemist. Or was it not?
Oh no, the alchemist is back by where you, right by where the identifier was.
Also, there are only two of the
okay.
party with you.
Yeah. The spire is like, for you it would be a good 5-day journey from here.
No, I understand that.
You start walking, and then you see us all on your back.
Looks like they're riding a fucking tauntaun.
They're both on Sienna's shoulders.
Oh, I'm just supposed to provide my own mount. I see.
Down turns into a horse.
I will, in my note, Ronan's notebook, right? Blue means calm.
Right.
Yeah. Calm.
Yeah, Talon has a calm.
Well, red means anger, clearly.
Red clearly means sick. And then I will kind of follow him to the alchemist spot.
Okay.
This giant ball
Are you
hammer.
going to the alchemist shop at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assumed it was on the way to the spire. That's why I said the spire.
Yeah, I mean, it's still in the city.
I imagine we probably would have said, okay, we're going to meet here when we're all done.
You
Or
guys,
if he said that, then that's fine.
Yeah.
okay. I mean, you guys decide whatever you decide.
We kind of just got to see, we're like, okay.
We need what we need. See you later.
Don't even say bye, we just go inside.
In all fairness, that's more or less what organized chaos is most of the time.
That is
True. Very true.
But organized chaos also has earrings.
Okay, so we're at the meeting spot.
Yeah.
Over my head.
Come forward, baby, come up with a wall. No, not even you.
Oh, no. That happened. Second part. Took me for half a second. I'm sorry.
As we meet up, I will.
Oh, fuck, I gotta get. What time is it?
At this point, it's early evening, probably about 5.
Can I go back to the magic shop?
Yeah, sure.
I almost picked out my bar stool.
It's not done yet.
Fuck. Looking at
He
you
told me to
guys.
come back at nightfall.
Alrighty.
It's like me sending you the Oh My Wamo meme the other day.
The what?
I'm more confused. Oh My Wamo.
Oh.
That just proves my point.
Ronan will attempt to lift this maul to a good point to give to Sienna.
Okay. Make an athletics
Chill it
check.
down.
What?
Make an athletics check.
Oh, goody.
Literally just like,
I bought this for you.
17.
Oh, yeah, you managed to fairly easily.
Okay.
It's not the most graceful hoisting of them all, but you get it up.
Sienna, I was shopping and thought you may like having a secondary weapon in case, you want to do different things.
At this point, you look up and you see no bar stool.
but you need it. It's.
Thank you.
I apologize. Greg, are you getting your gun done as well?
Veins just pulsing.
No, I don't have money for that shit.
I wasn't sure.
That was just a quote.
Oh, that's right, you wrote it.
Yeah, we're just getting a quote.
So yes, it's always good to have options in the field. So I figured you may like this. See if it's balanced enough for you. If not, I'm going to get my money back.
I'm just gonna pick it up and then just do one quick swing.
Take an attack roll.
Okay. What plus what? I don't know.
Your strength and your proficiency, because you've been proficient with large weapons.
And just like that, Ronin is dead.
Yeah, correct. It works.
Look like fucking Nightwing on fucking Injustice.
So 21 plus 5, 26.
That's pretty good. You're used to swinging around a bar stool that has not actually been balanced for combat, so this is pretty good.
Okay.
Big ball gang.
And it's just a regular maul.
Yep, just a regular old mall.
Regular
No
old
Darth, no
Darth
anything.
Maul.
No dark.
I like that you and I made the same shitty joke at almost the same time.
Thank you. And I'm gonna hug Ronan.
You're welcome.
It's not as bad as the
And
Cyclops.
bear
though.
hug
Oh,
you.
okay. I know all that protein. You just can't control your energies.
My ribs. My leg.
It's like a Chinese finger trap. Holy it's just
The tighter you pull against it, the tighter the hug gets.
What's the trick to get it out of the trap?
there is no
So, what did you guys do on your adventure?
We both got the quote.
My bar stool's getting worked on.
Grendel, as they're talking about this, you hear a voice in your head that is not the entity you spoke to previously.
Professor
How
X?
does Carnage get shitty?
He's in the new Venom movie. That's fine.
Sweet.
You hear almost like a ping in your mind, and as you recognize the energy of somebody speaking telepathically, you look around and you see a hooded and cloaked figure standing on the side of an alleyway. Please, come speak with me, friend.
He wants you to join the Thieves Guild.
Sounds like how they abduct children.
Either that or I'd like to tell you more about his Savior, Jesus Christ.
Can only be one
Or
of the
about your
three.
friend that's been born.
He just fucking opens his jacket, butt ass naked.
We're trying to buy a watch.
buy some death sticks.
Daddy stick.
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you this.
You want to go home or rethink your life? That's the best fucking scene in that movie.
I'll telepathically tell Talon, or who, just us three, we haven't met up with them yet, right?
Patrick, you guys talking about the potion here?
We might have, but he just gave me the ball.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you guys went there.
I was gonna say we had to have.
We're
I'll let them know I'll be right back.
We're sitting in the food court trying to figure out when we can leave.
I'll walk
I'm
over there.
Express. I don't really care for it.
I'll walk over there and ready in actions. I'm ready in action.
Okay.
If he does anything,
Shady.
well, you know,
Did I hear him say anything?
Yeah, he told you guys he was gonna go.
telepathically I told you.
No, I mean the
Don't be scared.
weirdo that's asking him.
Not to you.
Oh, okay.
You saw Grendel stop for a second, and then he just told you guys telepathically he's gonna be right back.
Okay.
Can we see where he's going?
If you want
Yeah,
to.
I'm not trying to hide it. I'm trying to be casual, but
I mean, like, can we see, like, the direction he's walking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there some old guy holding out a Reese's? I'm like, come here, kid.
You want the box propped up on a stick.
I gotta turn on beer in my pocket.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Did you miss that too?
Piece of candy.
Family Guy?
Was it a YouTube video?
No.
No, it was.
Bring your fat ass I got some popsicles. Like, I know what voice you guys are doing.
I hope you brought me some good news. What's going on in my pocket? Like we're about 6 more weeks later. Anyway, we'll get fined for that. Grendel, are you approaching the figure?
Roll.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling.
yeah, with action ready.
I need you to make
Let's call this
That's good.
either make either a perception check or an insight check, either or.
Not inside.
What is this guy?
21.
Get to that. So as you walk over, you can actually see, even in the shade of his cloak and hood, the figure is extremely pale. And as you draw closer, you can see kind of the dull listlessness to his eyes. And as he smiles at you, you see slightly pointed fangs.
Which vampire?
Oh, it's Stefan.
Oh, this is normal. Okay.
You hear him whispering away. I heard you might be having some troubles when it comes to enchantments.
It's a shadow enchanter.
Shadowbaker. Shadowbaker.
Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel
I
like
wouldn't say trouble, just getting some pricing.
No, I understand. Enchantments are expensive. And there is truly no reason for such things. Magic does not come at the cost beyond the gemstones needed to use it. It is an unfortunate racket they keep in this town.
No, that's you have to pay for the knowledge of all the years that they learned that they.
Here, have some shit.
You have to pay for the time that they spent learning their craft.
Indeed, but why must you pay so much?
Because how time's priceless. They paid that price.
Exactly. You pay for the percentage of their life they spend learning their craft. If there were a being that had, say, more years to experience, this time would not be nearly so precious.
See?
This guy's
Are
a
you
scalper.
offering something?
I am one such being to whom time is a luxury, one I have more than enough. And as such, my crafts come at a much cheaper price.
he wants to
Gold,
sell you an
perhaps, but I have a feeling there's
Xbox
going to
One.
be a price besides gold.
My price is your business. I am able to enchant things quicker and more efficiently and at a better price than my competitor. As such, I am able to get more business.
Alright, what's your offer?
He's got floor seats to the Lakers game.
You wish to have your weapons made to be more effective in the field, yes?
Yes.
I could do this for you for 450 gold pieces.
This guy's straight off Craigslist.
I don't think you realize how little gold I actually have.
I could easily procure a loan for you.
Steal.
Usually what?
You could easily procure a loan. Such things are done.
Yeah, or I can just wait a few days.
If you
It was
could.
like that time I bought a tire for $35.
Did the tire work?
For 12 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, I got your
Hands are Craigslist scalper.
Thank you for the offer, but I think
Well, feel free to name your price. Like I said, time is a luxury. The only thing I need is your business.
Here's my card.
sorry, but I do not trust my life on back alley deals. And this weapon I'll be putting my life in its hands per se.
Well, you are someone who says you do not have gold, yet you seem willing to spend more of it than you
He
need.
might.
But the choice is yours.
There you go.
Have a pleasant day.
You do, thank you.
Did you turn
And,
that thing of baskets of beer?
Are you guys watching the figure?
I would
Yeah, we've been watching him since Ghost walked away. Ghost. Who are you, Grundle?
This is just weird.
It's the cheese.
It's not like he's going to buy a slice of pizza. This dude's stop that. And watch it.
That's all from the guy next to the water fountain? Like,
Hell no, I go tomorrow.
My quick trip is calling me. Hold on.
Where's the best place to find you? If I were to change my mind.
www.craigslist.com. Shady Alley and Oak.
I'll give you my SoundCloud.
I take purchase next to
It's never
the shop
good.
of the Kraken's Eye regularly.
Makes sense. Makes sense on how you found out about me, but thank you. And then I'll be on my way.
All right. Will you pass me the roasted garlic Pringles?
Uh-huh.
Standing next to the city hall and taking a look around, you eventually notice that there is a woman, essentially almost looks like a homeless chick standing out before her cart, just with a slew of different potion supplies and a thick blanket that's been laid out. And you see different mushrooms and mosses and bits of animal pieces on it.
I didn't think he was gonna say blanket.
Pay no attention to what happened over here.
I can't not. It's half of my hearing.
I'm sorry for who I am as a person.
Is this a yellow gypsy?
A little bit.
I respect it. All right.
As you approach, she kind of stops and tilts her head slightly towards you. Ah. Would you perhaps be one who has experience in the art of potions?
I am.
Yes.
Who's asking?
Someone who sells such ingredients.
Then I'm interested.
Please. What seeks your fancy today?
Well,
Look at this
I've
little
got
guy.
about this much, and I'll take a pouch and slam about 500 gold
I'm so smart.
on the cart. Say, I've got about this much to help my friends out in cases of emergencies and or battle.
Very well, let me take a look here for a minute. If my computer will work with me. The Wi-Fi connection next door is so slow. Sorry, man, I didn't expect that to get you that good.
Yo!
There's the cable off the fucking pole.
That's exactly what it is.
I know all about that life.
Oh, man.
Joe's Wi-Fi is so slow today. I know, it's the worst.
Get better internet, you fucking cheapo.
Hey, have you thought about maybe just, I don't know, the 300 megs now? I feel like that might be supporting your needs.
Josh, need room to chip in. Just brought like a lot of childhood memories right there.
Oh, they've actually asked me. Yes.
They've asked you what?
Joe's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Did they steal your Wi-Fi?
They asked if they could chip in
On who? Who did?
next door.
Do they know how Wi-Fi works?
I guess not.
Should have just said yes.
Gonna help them at all?
I'm not a single booster.
Either that or they're bumping off your Wi-Fi.
I highly doubt it.
No, that password.
Unless they know that.
When the
And isn't yours like really complicated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's whatever AT&T gave me, which is just a bunch of numbers and letters.
Yeah, then it's really complicated.
They've asked me.
69.
They must not know.
I
Anyway,
guess not.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
well, there are a high variety of things you could make with this. For the sake of brevity, I would allow you to make either 2 rare potions or a rare and 2 uncommons.
I'm mainly looking for weapon poisons to apply to his weapon.
Okay. So let me pull up the thing here. Every time I say I'm going to download this, I think I do, and then I don't, and I always regret it.
However much 500 gold will yield me.
Oh, quite a bit.
Because you needed 2k, right? For the other thing.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
We can. It seems like we're about to be in a hurry.
I'll hand it over, you know.
We don't know we're about to be in a hurry
No,
yet.
I know. We know.
Above table, I say we fucking rob this vampire though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's he gonna do? Flap away?
He could eat our tabaxi though. Oh god, the tabaxi blood's so sweet.
So there are multiple
You know that.
ingredients that are easy enough to poison, just be poison applied fairly easily.
Okay.
Okay, so. So yeah, in that case, you could easily, for 500 gold, you could actually get 10 vials of poison rather easily.
Okay, if that's best, or if would you have sent me anything in particular?
I mean, it's not a particularly potent poison unless you want to go for a higher.
Is there any common or uncommon poisons that would?
Yeah, they're high quality poisons if that's what you would like
Oh,
to.
you don't need a bitch.
So the basic poison is a DC of 10 con, and it does an extra 1d4 poison,
Okay.
which lasts up to a minute after it's applied.
Applies the poison condition.
Does not apply the poison condition. Just once you apply it to a weapon, it lasts a minute.
Right, but when you hit them with it,
First time.
it doesn't apply poison.
No. No, not the basic. No.
You know you can restart.
Okay.
Right?
I'm looking for something a little more sophisticated, but not like,
Not crazy.
yeah, uncommon or common. So anything she would have.
Sorry, I'm reading stuff. Okay. So, there's another basic one called Liquid Paranoia. A creature who injects this poison is inflicted with a frightened condition, and the source of the fear being next to you sees within 5 minutes after ingesting it. It lasts for 1 hour on a failed wisdom saving throw, or half as long on a success.
I'm gonna let you, if that's okay, say yes or no to these.
And that's a common.
Because I assume we would have talked about this since I purchased the poisoner's kit. So, as long as 500 gold permits,
I can ship it.
all your no, it's all your jurisdiction. So the 2K would go towards your enchantment.
Okay.
So there's also Assassin's Blood, which this is an uncommon. Creature subjected to this poison which take a DC 10 con saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d12 poison and is poisoned for 24 hours. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and is not poisoned.
What was the one before that one?
That was the Liquid Paranoia. Gives them the frightened condition. On the first humanoid sees after 5 minutes of ingesting it. Lasts for 1 hour on a failed save or half as long on a success.
That's an ingested one.
Yes. The next one is the Black Paste. A poison specifically made to resemble leather or boot polish. If a piece of clothing tainted with this shines kind of like new
What?
and forces the creature that wears it for a total of 12 hours to make a DC constitutions, or to make a DC of 15 con saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is poisoned for 1d8 poison damage. And has to repeat the saving throw every 12 hours for the next 3 months. So it's not a high poison, but it's a long-term.
You could get in ahead of us, which you're good at doing.
Exactly what
Usually.
I do.
Yeah,
That
usually.
would be great.
Next,
Yeah.
there is Malice.
How much are each of the last three you just mentioned?
Each of the last 3,
Yeah. Apple's blood.
I assume
they're
within our
$100 a
budget.
piece to craft. 200 if you were going to buy them outright.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
The benefit of having fucking
Yeah.
kits and people who know how to use them.
Yeah.
They're an underused skill in D&D, frankly.
Oh, they really are. That's why I picked up the herbalist kit.
So next is Malice. This is still uncommon. A creature subjected to this must be DC 15 con save or be poisoned for 1 minute, and it's blinded.
That's a good one.
These poisons come in powders or gases that take effect when inhaled. Blowing the powder or releasing the gas to a subject's 5-foot cube space. Holding one's breath is ineffective against such poisons, as they affect nasal membranes, tear ducts, and other parts of the body.
Definitely taking that one. And the black paste.
There is the
Okay.
Pale Tincture. A creature subject to this poison must make a DC 16 con save throw, or take 3 poison damage, 1d6 poison damage, and be poisoned. The poison creature must repeat the saving throw every 24 hours, taking 1d6 on a failed save, until the poison ends. The damage the poison deals cannot be healed by any means. After 7 successful saving throws, the effect ends and the creature can heal normally.
It's more subterfuge, I think.
Yeah.
You can make a filter of love, which we all know what that does. There is a potion of poison. This concoction looks, smells, and tastes like a potion of healing, or another beneficial potion. However, it is actually a poison masked by illusion magic. An identify spell reveals its true nature. If you drink it, you take 3d6 poison damage, and you must succeed on a DC 13 con save, or be poisoned. At the start of your turn, when you're poisoned in this way, you take 3d6 poison damage. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw. On a successful save, the poison damage you take on your subsequent turns decreases by 1d6. The poison ends when the damage decreases to 0. Then we get into the rare ones.
I think we can afford those, not with
You'll be able to
500.
avoid one.
One?
One.
Okay.
You're doing 500 towards the poisons, right?
Yeah, because you need 2,000 towards your enchantment. So you're in charge of whatever we would buy.
I can buy the first 2 poisons that we just said, the black one and the malice.
Okay.
So yeah, the black paste and
When we
malice.
get the rare one, we can't. What are the
So
rares?
it's 200 for those two.
Yeah, 200 for those.
You'd have to accompany me to the cellar.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That's more or less where you guys
Yeah.
met.
If then,
I'll leave that in your jurisdiction then.
okay. Yeah. All right. So what is the rare ones? Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see if there's one that really screams need a lot.
There is burnt author fumes. A creature subjected to this poison. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle!
I've been trying so hard.
A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 13 con save, or take 3d6 poison damage, repeating the saving throw at the start of each of its turns. Each successive failed save, it takes another d6 in poison damage. Now after 3 successful saves, it ends. Then there is drow poison,
Oh yes. I already know what that does.
typically made only by drow.
Yep.
And on any place that's far removed from sunlight, the creature subjected to it must make a DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, it's also unconscious and poisoned in this way. If the creature wakes up, if it takes damage, or if another creature uses an action to shake it awake.
It's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
There's the Essence of Ether. Creature submit to it must make a DC 15 con save or be poisoned for 8 hours. The poison creature is unconscious. The creature wakes up if it takes damage, or if it takes an action to shake it awake.
Is that ingested or?
Inhaled. So it's similar to the other gas one.
So we have another gas one that puts someone to sleep.
For 8 hours.
There's also a drow sleeping poison, essentially.
Then
So
there-
subterfuge, probably.
There is the Oil of Taggart. Creature subjected to this must be seen on a 13 con save or become poisoned for 24 hours. The poison creature is unconscious and it wakes up if it takes damage. Finally, there is Tapor, which is a DC 15 con save, or becomes poisoned for 4d6 hours. The poison creature is incapacitated. That kind is ingested. So if any of those screamed everything to ghost.
Yep. Your choice, buddy.
So, okay, so the one sleepy one is inhaled.
Yeah, the sleeping one is inhaled.
I assume the drow one is typical drow and crossbow.
Yeah, any form of injury, yeah, just on a crossbow, whatever. The oil is contact. So if you're to splash it on somebody.
Power of ghost.
And then the Tapor is ingested, so it had to be drank.
Torpor like the fucking Deinonychus and Ark.
Yep. What do you think? You think the sleeping ones be useful?
And what we're about to get into, at least one of them, yeah, probably.
What are we about to get into?
Your mom.
Why did he get a high five for those jokes, but I don't?
And it's so uncommon. Like that was just perfect.
Everybody's funnier as me than I am as me. Some bullshit.
It's because you're a Scorpio.
Right.
Scorpio.
While you two are thinking about that, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. So, guys at home, don't blame, we're back about 10 minutes.
Hey, welcome back.
Just subtly off the shit now, huh?
And anyway, 3, 2.
Don't worry about it. So, what potions would you guys like to buy?
The potion of what is your fucking name?
That would be a truth serum, and I ain't drinking it.
We have that.
What do you think's in your
Called
mouth?
alcohol.
You start pouring shots of vodka down his gullet.
2 shots of vodka.
What's your
DC increases every time. Tito's.
What's your real name? And not your DM name.
So what do you guys want?
Oh, to go.
What are you buying, Ghost?
What was the one that was after the drow sleeping one? It's the
After the drow sleeping one was the essence of ether.
yeah. I want that one.
Okay.
Malice, and the tar one. What?
Black paste.
Black base. That's it.
Did you say blackface?
Yeah.
Isn't that racist?
Yeah. So
it's not.
The tar of 1920s.
unless you're Robert Downey Jr.
You mean the tar of 2020?
So total that would be 600 gold for all the supplies.
Okay. So I will put up 200 of that.
It was how much?
600 total.
Okay. 500. So 100 from you.
Okay, that's fine.
Talon's just
I will
blowing all
hand
this
over. I
money.
assume they want golden lions.
Yes.
Talon's making it rain.
So
I love my party. What can I say?
That's why I bought poison.
Talon knows I'm about to do some fucked up shit next, so he's just like, you know what, guys? We're just gonna cash out now.
Take all you need. You're gonna need it.
There's a time to grab the chips and run.
Oh,
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? even though I had everybody had their mics.
Yep, same here.
That's right.
You guys are deep in that poison game.
Yep.
So, she hands you a slew of ingredients and smiles at you. Happy crafting.
Happy selling.
Right. So it is probably getting towards about 7 at night.
I'm gonna go back to the Kraken.
Yep, you could easily do so. So, is just Sienna heading back to the Kraken's Eye, or is anybody else going to go?
get that started.
If you wanted to do that, I would have gave you the money for it. So it's 2K.
Okay.
I am going to go to the Kraken's Eye with Sienna.
So the three of us are going back to the crack.
So it's just
Grendel
me
went with you last time.
me and Grendel.
Right.
All right.
The one that can't speak and the one that can't see.
Correct.
Cool. The Silver's 12.
The mute leading the blind.
Call them the three senses.
Bro,
Hugh blind leading the blind by Trivium.
Didn't we talk about having a party where you guys all only had one sense?
Yes.
Yeah, and we unite to make one.
Not to make one person.
Captain Planet.
It's the Cloud of Eternals.
Captain Human.
Captain
plot of Eternal.
Human.
All together, we can pay our bills.
We be working 9 to 5.
I should have done it on break.
Because the second you moved. God damn it.
So we're going back to the Kraken's Eye.
It
What are you
transmits.
guys going to do?
We're just staying put, right?
Yeah, we're just hanging out until.
Open that vampire puss back up.
Yeah.
He asked you once. Now this time he's gonna tell you about some shit. You're gonna give me a chance.
I'm gonna go and find some silver bullets.
Just forage for them like berries?
Maybe a wooden stake.
Yeah, I think I have
Some holy water.
Stink. How's that?
I have a holy symbol if you need it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You won't do him any good, but you have one.
I just gotta be able to scratch.
You never know. Yeah,
I might have some holy water.
you killed Marco. I actually do have holy
I
water.
do not have holy water.
Oh god. What did I just do?
I usually have holy water.
It would have been a little bit weird for you to have it as a barbarian.
What?
I think that's normally like in your starting equipment. If you're like a dungeoneer or something, you have holy water.
Like you can pick if you start.
Yeah, if you,
Yeah,
you
that's
pick
what I mean.
equipment and then whatever pack you pick, you just select
Sometimes
it.
you
Like
can
a
it,
priest
yeah.
pack has it.
Yeah. That's why I have it.
Imagine.
So,
I have a tinderbox.
heading back to the Kraken's Eye.
I have a holy symbol.
As you guys walk in, the store is considerably less crowded at this point in time. You'd sense that the day is likely winding down. Most people are heading home, going to do whatever it is they do at night. Behind the closed doors, who knows? Nobody asks. Lan would know.
What?
As you guys walk in, you see that Randy is kind of intently in the back working.
Hello?
Hello. Please come in. I'm just finishing up. Wipe your feet.
I wipe my feet.
I'm gonna lift my foot up and wipe it with my hand. And then wipe my hand.
All right.
And then dust my hands off.
Just grab a curtain.
No, like on each other, not like right off.
Tablecloth.
I'm dumb, not a savage.
Like wiping it on the door sill frame. Scraping it off.
The mud and crap comes off.
Bougie.
I'm not classy.
Bouger and
I
Thibodeau.
am bougie and ratchet at the same time.
Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a kaiser blade. Mm-hmm. Sorry about it. Anyway, as you guys look in, after a moment or two, Randy comes out holding your
Barstool.
barstool. Thank you. Which you can see, aside from carrying the slight, almost invisible aura around it, a warning that usually carries, you can see it looks slightly sturdier now, and you can tell that it's been refined slightly to deal just a little bit more damage. Well, I hope this will suit your needs.
Yes, thank you.
You are most welcome.
How much more damage does it do?
It becomes a +1.
Okay.
Hey.
I'll edit it in your character sheet tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, there's gotta be weird editing and shit. Okay.
Actually, I just have to change it to a break up a +1. It won't be that hard.
Okay.
Because you took all the other shit off of it.
But it's still a bar stool.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire campaign is just gonna keep editing with stars.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we did in all your.
It's my emotional support bar stool.
By the end of the campaign, it's gonna be this fucking legendary bar.
I'd be okay with
Gonna
it.
sit right alongside the sword of Bayane.
It's my emotional support bar stool.
Just the Barstool Wind Fury from Warcraft.
Blessed barstool. Oh my god.
Each hit hits like 4 times. You just hear us. Fucking like sound of like just someone hitting with someone with
No, I'm just here for
Don't.
Okay, thank you.
just travel with the band.
I walk with a counter and I'll set my crossbow down.
Mac and cheese isn't as good.
This will be the dice.
Sack of 2,000 gold.
You made the wise choice.
A friend
The food was just
gave
disappointing.
me a loan.
Well, I'm glad to see your endeavor worked out.
How long did you say this would take?
The better part of a day.
I'll tell you.
If you could come back tomorrow evening, I would have it for you. Or if you would prefer to come back later, of course you can. I can hold it.
Spider first, come back.
Yeah, that seems feasible.
We're going to take a trip up to the spider room first. Yes, up there. Then on our way back, I'll pick it up.
Well, I hope your financial endeavors go well. This will be here for you when you get back, Mr.
Ghost.
Ghost. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your.
Thank you for your patronage.
Anything else? Do you have any bags of holding by any chance?
A bag of holding, please. I carry these all the time. It's very useful to have.
No, but it never hurts to have more than one. I would probably pick one.
He doesn't trust me.
Very well, then I will make sure to have one ready for you.
What that means.
Since you're going to be gone, would you like me to embroider it, make it look any specific way?
Why
I can do it for 5 gold. It's super easy.
when you could carry up 1,000?
Yeah. Why not?
Because I don't feel it.
Let's give it some.
Actually, I had the bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding.
And you
I
gave it
believe
to
she
me.
has it. You figured out what it was.
No,
Do you?
I guess I gave it back, but
Are you familiar with the?
in the previous town, you handed it to me.
I've heard of the
did?
tribe.
Whenever I went
Do you
to
see my
go
friend's armor here?
to keep with him to
The,
try to get some pricing, the best
symbols
place
and
to
engravings on it.
Yes, yes.
Something like that.
Very easy.
The only thing that's in
Kinda
it is
quickly
the
takes a moment,
chandelier.
scribbles down
And that's what I was
a
talking about.
copy of the symbol
Oh.
in his notes.
Awesome.
Did you find out? How much?
We're going to the
business
spire.
your way, so.
Oh, okay.
Most appreciated.
Did you give it back?
But on it, did you need anything?
No, not at all. I just wanted to travel.
Are you good?
Yes. Why don't you trust me?
I do trust you. What do you mean?
I'm offended.
Who said I didn't trust you?
Why'd you get your own bag of holding? You can use my bag of holding.
Your bag of holding is full of a chandelier. Your bag of holding is full of most of a chandelier.
We find a 20 however large chandelier, we can carry all of it.
Do we not carry all of it?
No, the Cyclopses have a good amount of it. They have about half of it.
I mean, we still have the Cyclopses. They can carry it, like...
Whoa, that's labor. They're our friends, not our. Like, they don't just carry.
That's overhead.
Is it labor to carry a book around for you?
I'm just saying, like.
Also, we're feeding them, and
I saved their life.
That's very true.
like they're our compatriots. They'd be in this town with us if the town wasn't racist pieces of shit.
They owe a blood debt.
Not large enough.
Shh.
They owe me, DM.
How many times have they said our way?
Right, they saved
They
their lives.
owe a blood debt.
They have saved their lives. What I'm saying is, they should be more than just our teammates who carry heavy stuff. Like, if we get the bag of holding, they don't have to carry our stuff. That way,
You think the ghost isn't gonna like try to get a third chandelier and make them carry that?
Well, shit, if we get a third chandelier, we can go ahead and put most of it in that bag of holding. That's your bag of holding. No, I might even. How much for a bag of holding? Like,
If we get a third chandelier, we are starting a basement.
yeah. Like, at this point, at this point, we're just collecting antiques. Like,
There's not going to be another chandelier in any place.
I'm removing every single chandelier from every structure.
Baggage TM.
Just a wooden wagon wheel with candles on it.
Just started a chandelier crew. He's fucking manner. Pull it down.
We're no longer the water lickers. We are the chandeliers.
You think we're kidding?
I don't.
Actually, that's
The chandeliers. Every room we walk into from now on, we all just look up.
yeah.
See what kind of hardware they're working with.
That's your chandelier? Look at that little piece of shit. You could do better. You should buy a bigger chandelier, and then we'll come take it from you.
Years ago, when we were young, we wandered into the dreaming dark.
That's how we started our business.
Exactly. It's the about our business page.
children are just like,
We have the 2 chairs in the waiting room.
Son, did Daddy ever tell you about his first chandelier?
see, we stole every chandelier.
It was 25 feet. It was massive. We snatched it straight
Is
off
that
the ceiling.
diameter or radius?
That's diameter.
Okay.
It's a massive chandelier that we snatched off the ceiling.
Yeah, snatched, not melted.
How long did it take us to get it off the ceiling?
wow.
How did we get to the ceiling?
Ghost has spider boots.
Ghost has spider.
Me and Ghost. Heat metal and rogue abilities.
Yep.
There's a lot of process for them to get it down.
I mean, once we found it, we sure as hell weren't leaving without it.
I don't know why. You could have just left it there. Yeah, they found it and then spent a good 20 minutes getting it down, and then spent another 5 minutes realizing they couldn't fit it through the door.
So we chopped it up
Yep.
into pieces.
Old fire hands over here.
Like that fucking knife that toasts
Yeah, that 9,000 degree
bread
knife.
and cauterizes the wound at
The
the same time.
1,000 Fahrenheit knife
Why would
against
you stab someone when you could have toast?
Okay.
All right.
you want to? You asked how much.
Oh yeah, you guys know how much bad holding was. Bag of holdings come very cheap. I can sell them for about 100 gold, and I can personalize them for 5 more.
Let's see that.
Personalize
We
them.
get personalized.
Yes, because your friend here wished it to have the Lunari symbol enchanted on it.
So,
Can you personalize when you didn't sell?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hand out mine and ask him to put this on it.
Just a hand.
No,
He spends about 3 minutes attempting to write down the name.
I'm just gonna continue holding it. You can just go from there.
Is it just your name? Or
Yeah.
No, Lunari.
Spends a little time. Most unusual word, but yes, easily.
And I'm gonna pay him 10 gold because that's a lot of letters.
A lot of ink to get tattooed on.
I don't pay an extra gold to put fucking water wigglers on hers.
Someone's gonna find that bag in 1,000 years. What the fuck? Somebody was drunk as shit.
Great embroidery, but why?
Did he get all the letters correctly, or is it smeared?
I don't know. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
I rewrite it every day. I just don't know if I spell it right every day.
Tattoo.
That's smarter. We'll go with that.
Scribbling. Yeah, the letters are way off, and you wrote it every day.
You know, I, as Megan, forgot that I could just get it tattooed on the palm of my hand.
Does your character know how to read and write?
questionable.
She knows how to write her name.
Okay.
But I don't know how to read my name.
Okay. Okay.
Which is why every time I introduce myself, I'm like, Sally.
That's why you keep looking at your hand every time someone asks your fucking name.
Uh huh.
Yeah, she established that early on with me.
You said intelligence?
Yeah.
That's what this whole character was built around, was not being able to pronounce my name.
It's really awesome.
19!
Pleasure.
Takes you a minute. You're not used to reading upside down, but after kind of tracing the words backwards in your head, seems like you got it right.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. So is this abyssal or elvish or not used to the combinations of letters is most unusual.
It's Goliath.
Right then. Goliath is not a language.
It's giant.
Alright. Anything else I can do for you folks?
I know that. Skills with Fleeterbird.
I will transcribe because I know giant.
Are you there?
Am I?
I
No.
thought you said
No,
Grindle.
Is
We went to the magic shop to pick up my bar stool, and then we ADHD'd on bags of holding.
Yeah.
oh no, I'm not there. Never mind.
Okay. Well, you would be able to though.
Sure.
And he looks at you, Ronan. And did you want to buy a bag as well?
No, I was just making a point.
Okay.
But on the way back, I may take you up on that.
They would be
And
good if you would
you
like.
do the customizations, right? So I can
I do.
get. Okay. Good to know. Thank you, my friend. What was your name?
My name is Randy.
Randy. Awesome.
Kind of looking over you guys. And forgive me, you guys are the water wigglers, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And I would just grab Ghost and pull him back. Yes. Yes.
Keep water wiggling.
Look at him. He's doing it. He's doing it. It's our signature move.
He's the whole reason we got the name.
Ghost kills everything.
I was gonna give Ghost this weapon, but now I don't know if I want to.
No.
I missed your skin and the claws just sink into your your hand braces.
Yeah, no, he normally does this. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, obvious.
It's just a little passive bedtime.
Look how happy he is.
There's blood trickling down my arms.
You've been eaten by a mimic and it was less painful than this. Looks kind of at you. Well, I know you folks said you had business, but if you happen to be back in town in a few days, I believe they're putting on a play. Siege fences around your guys' defense of Evier Hall.
Already? Wow.
It was a rather impressive display.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't
I hope
exist
it
here.
sucks.
What is more fucking play
called?
The one from
Hawkeye.
Oh, the Avengers.
Oh, what was
I was thinking.
No, the whatever Loki did when
I was thinking.
when he turned to Asgard, he's just like, oh yeah, grapes, yeah, oh Thor's here, yeah,
My son, Thor.
But yeah, both of them would be. What was the name of the one from Hawkeye?
I don't know.
It was just
but
the
it was-
Avengers. It
No,
just said the
No, on the
Avengers.
poster it said something else.
Yeah, it said
Are you googling it?
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I can do this all day.
Nope, that's the line that Cap says.
Yeah, no, they say it in there.
On the poster
That
when they
was- that
walk
was the
outside of
song.
the theater. Yeah.
That was the song. Was I could do this all day. Rogers the musical.
sounds right.
Fuck everybody else. We'll just name it after the one guy. Fuck the other 5 members. We're good.
Ant-Man was there.
Yeah.
They weren't going for accuracy.
Yeah, it was essentially it's essentially a playoff game.
look, it's like, yeah, I was gonna say it's like Hamilton. It's it's a creative reinterpretation.
Yeah.
I've not seen Hamilton.
It is actually
Bands
good,
in the
but-
fucking.
It looks
Actually,
like Hardy.
I'll tell you right now, if you don't like musicals, you probably enjoy Hamilton because it's very unlike a musical.
Hamilton was amazing.
Like Sweeney
I watched
Todd?
it twice already.
No, I mean musically, it's like the music isn't like a musical.
Yeah, I've heard like the music. I just haven't sat down and watched it.
It's all done in rapping.
It's very good.
I've heard the music.
You should watch it. It's really good.
Do you actually think I would enjoy it though?
It's heavy.
Heavy? Like what kind of heavy? Like murder heavy?
There's gonna be murder. It is the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
And then we were playing D&D.
Anyway,
I'm not throwing away my shot.
This has been the most fucking
Disadvantage.
chaotic session we have
yeah,
ever
this is the
had.
most ADHD we've ever been. Like we're on something tonight. Anyway,
Actually, I think we're all off of something. Is what we're
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We're all just coming off Thanksgiving weekend.
yeah, that's what it is.
We all were probably in food coma.
We're all still full of turkey in hand. Anyway, oh yeah, no. So it tells you, there's gonna be a play about you guys in about 3 days.
Can we make it to the Spire and back in 3 days?
Maybe.
We can't with my zoomies.
Can we skip the play?
Your zoomies aside, it would take you about 5 days to reach Inspire if you didn't have zoomies.
Okay, so it'd take 2.5 to reach the Spire. Oh.
Darn.
Whoa.
Guess we
The
won't
math
skip the
sinks.
play. Oh no.
That still isn't bad though.
We'd have to spend 2.5 days getting there and 2.5 days getting back. So we would miss the play. How long is the play going on for? Is it only one night?
I believe it is 2.
We could hustle if we really wanted to. This is...
So we'd need 5 days.
Stop it.
And 3. We can catch the last day.
If we hurry.
We would have to hurry.
So, the fact that there's this fictional play that doesn't exist, and you're treating it like the fucking Van Gogh exhibit.
It's excellent. It's going on until January 2nd.
I'm aware. But anyway,
We all take a point of exhaustion, but we get there.
no, that's what it will be, I believe. You guys would have to skip sleep for 1 day, but I believe you can make it the last day.
We'd need 5 days. It starts at 3 days. So if we leave now, 2.5 days, and then 2.5 days back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 days.
So it's
and,
total
then,
5 days of travel. If it starts in 3 days,
and then it lasts 2 days.
yes,
We'd get back to
you
the
get back
last day.
after the second one ended.
All right, I'll get exhausted. I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I'll rage the whole
it's
time.
whatever you. Yeah.
You have to hit something to stay raging.
I'll hit you.
What?
Oh, why? Every 6 seconds. Anyway.
Okay. You're probably my third favorite member of the group.
Do something.
Cyclopses.
Do something.
What am I supposed to do? You still haven't told us what the fuck you two found out.
So anyway, we meet back up with them.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to the Spire? Can we go really quickly so that we can come back for this play about us?
We sure can.
Sweet.
You come back, suddenly there's a play about you. Who knows?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Wow. Exuberant.
Talon.
Do you want to go to see a play about us?
LMAFO.
You guys are outvoted still.
Can't see.
They're writing a play about us.
Uh-huh.
Of what happened in front of the hall.
Uh-huh. Who isn't?
She really wants
You
to
remember
see the play.
Hawkeye in that? That's
Yeah,
what
look
we're-
wonder, does
that's
it?
what we're gonna be like.
Yep.
Okay.
We're all Hawkeye except you.
I am Hawkeye. Literally.
But you can hear.
Well, yeah.
It's just the opposite. You can't see.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
And then I will explain the situation with the Lunari to the entire group.
Yep. That's food.
Thank you. Mind you, not the Lunari. The Browns.
The Browns. And the Wildwoods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, do that.
And,
What now? I missed most of that conversation
I know you did.
until I heard, yeah, the Browns are dead. Huh?
Well, you weren't present when they had to come.
You're right, I wasn't, so I guess I was able to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who's dead?
the Browns.
Why are we looking at me?
He said, remind me who the Browns are again.
Oh, I apologize. Make a history check.
You have to make a history check. You're the one that asked.
I feel like you would know
Do they live in the Wild Woods?
Yeah.
they own the Wild
Oh,
Woods.
I should probably know that then, since I live there. 10.
10?
Well,
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. You don't really know the members.
Okay. So they're essentially the rulers of the Wild Woods. Then.
They're basically the president cabinet. Yeah, like the Lunari are a small camp that lived in the Wildwoods. The Brahmin are the family that owned the Wildwood. They were the lords of the land.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Why don't you
they
get
are.
like sticky tabs so you know what's on which page? Okay, but are they working?
Well, they would be if I would have actually grabbed the right one. I still didn't grab the right one. There. Got it.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, even though you don't know their history, they are dead.
By
Our excavations.
Dad.
our grace killed them.
what the reason?
Unclear until we go there.
They would not side with her in the searching of us.
And my imposter.
I got distracted by the monogram genitals.
Excellent does.
As do we all.
It just seems grossly inappropriate for children's toys.
So who is in charge then?
My grandfather. Someone else's grandfather.
I need everybody to go ahead and make
Unclear.
history checks.
Ooh, 11 this time.
Maybe I'll suddenly have a plus something to it. 5.
5.
23.
11.
10.
15.
There's the history buff.
You two.
Did you say 50?
15.
Oh,
I don't know if a seal check of 50 is physically possible in D&D.
that's what. Did you hear that?
Challenge accepted.
So Grendel and Talon, you guys would know most commonly whenever a family position is basically opened up, is typically one of the bannermen that step into that position of power. Barring the king's or queen's direct placement of a family, such as in the case of the Moonstar.
So who would be the next family banner?
You, especially, would know, being an ambassador of the Lunar, you would have met the 4 families.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and pull up my fucking notes.
Well, it's like if the Starks all die, the car Starks would take it.
Very similar, yes.
Kinda. Yeah.
I almost corrected you because it would have been the Mormonts, but that's not what was important for the conversation.
So there are 3 bannermen. It's the Brawwins. There was the Hamptons, the Paxtons, and the Ramseys.
Don't even fuck with me with the Ramses.
That's the name that's
you.
in my. This was before I saw Game of Thrones, man.
Rollins, the Paxtons, the Ramseys, and who?
The Brawwins were the family that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's the Hamptons, the Paxtons, and the Ramseys.
Who would be more likely, in my experience?
The most likely to succeed, if it is indeed between those 3 families, would most likely be the Paxtons. They have the longest history
Of what?
of being established in the land, essentially. Every so often, the bannerman is replaced or wiped out, and thus replaced. And the Paxtons have the longest history standing of the bannerman.
Should not have done that.
So, if
Fucked up.
if Kiva followed standard procedure, they would be the family placed in charge. Possible she also just said she wanted her own people in charge. But because again, as such with the Moonstar, Lord Willem was not a bannerman. He was just gifted the Darkstorms.
Uh-huh.
So it's possible she would have done that, but standard procedure would be the Paxtons.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the wild one down here to be determined. Would that change the castle? Then?
No, the family at that point then moves into the old capital.
Okay, I would know the capital though, right?
What was your history check?
11.
11. Yeah, I'd say you can know the capital for that.
Wouldn't he have an advantage on it with the Wildwood since he's from there?
I just lowered the DC.
Oh, okay.
Is that the dinosaur that has letters, right?
Yes, but they don't spell an actual word.
It is Nylona.
Uh-huh.
Nynelona.
Nynelona?
Yep. And the Paxtons previously, Talon, you would know, were the head family of Ineleyor. Ineleyor. I can actually just put the thing up if it makes it easier. And it didn't put it over there. How dare it?
So yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. So we should probably, at some point soon,
Go home.
go home.
And
So-
you're thinking that we're next.
Well, it's not a
Most likely.
it's not a coincidence.
And it, as we do not.
Yes.
So you're all brothers?
Never doubted.
In a way of speaking.
Did you see the family resemblance?
Oh, the making sense of it.
Yes, I do.
Cool, Anthony.
15.
15, 11 to 20 was yes. 1 to 10 was no.
So yes, our list gets a bit longer.
And you guys are all going home after the spire.
Home. If it's even there.
We should check in. Find out exactly what's happening.
So here's what I have on our list of to do.
Yes, please. Let's see if your list matches my list.
Recover bodies stolen from the Lost Islands. Help Sienna figure out who burned down the bar. Go back to the Wildwoods. Figure out if the Lenari is still there.
What did he say?
It's still there.
We need to clear our names. We need to deal with Grace.
That goes hand in hand with giving your names.
Yep.
Do go on. What? Was it? Oh, was
And
that
then-
the end of your list?
No, and then we need to have a conversation with Kazi.
Wrong answer.
You edited the fuck out of that.
I was waiting.
I know.
Waiting so long.
Oilum.
That's the place we're right now.
Yes.
Oh.
Every place we visit, or every place I learn about, I write down what location it's in, the name of it, who's in charge, and any landmarks.
So yes, does that sound right? Does that list sound about right?
You know you're close.
Now, I would understand if we all had our own personal list of things that we need to get done.
Yeah. We should maybe divulge what we learned from our dwarf friend
To the rest of the party.
That would be you. You spoke to him.
Right. I relay everything we learned about Kazuya and him taking the one-eyed, or the red-eyed children to...
You knew.
I'm the one that found out the information.
And you didn't tell me why?
You guys are very good brothers.
Apparently not.
we were waiting for the right opportunity.
To tell me
What I learned. We could have found more information about the Queen, but I didn't have the funds for that.
hmm,
But I did find out information to where I might be able to find more people that could get that information for us.
But you had the information when the incident happened.
Which incident?
There have been a number of incidents.
This information we found
What's your
out.
passive insight?
Passive insight? Insight, not so much. 12.
More so about Kazuya.
Oh, when we met him? Or when we found him again?
Yeah.
Did not have it. I was suspicious then. The informant that we talked to was after the snake giant incident.
Mm.
So yes,
After I sent the book to my grandfather.
after, yes. Much after. That was
Yeah, way
wild.
after.
This was just recent information from Wire, just a few days.
Like within
Wow,
3
I've
days.
been much in the dark.
We were waiting for a moment to settle. That
Which
we weren't
was?
being accosted by someone's ex-lover. We'll deal with that one too. You should add that to your list.
That's on my-
Kazuya was your lover?
No. My person. That's on my.
at Brenda like, did you hear that too?
Are you surprised?
No.
Cassandra's on my personal list of things to deal with.
What he calls Kazuya.
No. He just says nothing. No.
Not like this.
There's just a tumor that's growing.
You guys have such complicated lives.
Kazi is also on my personal list.
It seems to be complicated only because they make it complicated. I thought we led straightforward lives.
You know,
I don't think straightforward is the word.
our lives have become a little more complicated since waiting. Much more complicated than
Since what?
our fiasco at the wedding.
Oh.
The day our names were smeared.
Yes.
So,
We didn't withhold this information because we were trying to trick you. We just hadn't found an easy time to divulge it. But since we are trying to formulate a plan on what to do next, so it's good time.
And why is this as good as time as any? Because you have to, or because you want to?
Because you need to be made aware of a growing concern.
Because I need to. Got it.
Personally, if it was up to me,
You would want to. You were friends with guy. I don't know guys. You do know guys. From someone looking outside in, he is a problem. Maybe
Very much.
Maybe even more problem. Queen at this point.
Also looking for the inside. It's a problem.
Yes.
Thank you, Grendel.
But apparently we have a slight immediate more problem with the Queen. And I'm willing to admit that. If the Minari is in danger, then we need to go home.
So things only come to my attention when they're needed. Not when they're wanted. Because I have divulged to you that I wanted to know everything. As my brother. That's fine. Don't say anything further. I know what I must do.
What's his eyes like right now?
What are your eyes like?
Covered.
Closed.
I need to get this man some glasses. Family. Nothing stronger than family.
Thanksgiving just happened. If family's fighting isn't indicative of that, I don't know what is.
Boy.
Genocide.
So at this point, you guys really only see kind of a sliver of Talon's eyes. What is shining through is bright red.
But do you know what that means yet?
I've seen red.
I don't think you saw him express any emotion when you saw Red
No.
though.
There was a red down in so not necessarily know what that means. Yes.
True.
Telling you immediately. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what. Not that I've been able to talk. What your mental state is. A lot of things are happening. And I don't know what they mean. And I didn't want to add more problems to your growingness.
Talon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Okay.
Shit.
I just burst into flame.
Well, there goes our resident edgelord.
You never met Kasia.
You're within 10 feet.
Yeah, you never met Kazuya.
You're within 10 feet, you get +3.
Yes.
Okay. Constitution?
Yes.
8.
Uh-oh.
So as Ghost says this, it's up to you.
It's the end of the night. Take it.
Yeah, that depends. Does he look like he's about to snap?
Make an insight check.
18? Wait, 17, sorry.
Doesn't seem violent.
Okay, I wouldn't know.
Are you still burning this?
I
Still
wouldn't
don't
know.
burn it.
I want to know what happened. You guys fight.
As
Just
Ghost,
one
Wait to my next character, guys.
did you get an 8?
Yeah.
As Ghost gives you this exclamation, you feel a twitch of anger. The possibilities flood through your mind of how you could handle this news. And the pain of possibly being betrayed by another piece of your family hits you. And you feel tears well up in your eyes. And as you kind of consider all of this, the world around you fades out. You find yourself sitting at a circular table. The table is made from almost, you'd be familiar with the elven process of singing. It is sang from a yew tree, draped with beautiful descriptions. And as you look down, you see that there's not carvings on the table, rather the table is inlaying with finely crafted pictures from your memories. You see times in the Lunari Forest, you see moments spent with Zeke, with Ronan, Ghost, even Kazuya and Lan. Spend a little time looking over it. And as you look up, you feel yourself surrounded with pieces of your Kuwari spirit You see Talon, the female Kelishar. You saw making a deal with a member of the Evier family. And your father, all sitting at the table around you. And as you feel a sense of desire well up in you, the spirits shimmer. Your father leans forward. So what is it you want to do?
I think he's a liar. What do you think?
You see, your father starts to kind of consider this. I think anyone in the world will lie. But just as anyone in the world can murder. If the drive is need enough, if the need is great enough. And then the focus kind of shifts to Vulcan. I think lying is a horrible thing. My one greatest lie cost me everything I've ever loved. And I would never see it pushed on you. If he's not willing to be honest with you, you will always have to be cautious. The gaze shifts to the female Kelishar. Lying is a necessary evil. It is dark, but has built many of the greatest things in this country.
Hold out my hand to Ghost. I believe you.
Discord real quick.
Oh God. Do I believe that?
We'll get to that.
Roll insight. Add 20.
Uh-oh.
I'm not lying. No, I am this time.
I was waiting for the flames to just shoot up.
Yeah, I was like, is she just gonna throw him? Like, reaches out and then transforms into a Siberian tiger.
That would suck so much.
I blink for half a second, all of a sudden he's a velociraptor. Huh? The fucking solid thing.
So are you two actually brothers?
I don't know anymore. Sure.
No.
The real question is, how is Grendel related?
That's a great question. How many? Raise your hand if you're adopted.
My whole family died.
Probably mine too.
Okay.
Unclear.
Are you
That's
reading
part of
more
the
with
stuff
one
I
more than
still
the
have to add to my backstory 2 weeks later.
If you're not, that's fine.
Not in this moment.
As he grasps your hand, his eyes shine pure white, and you almost hear an echo of voices behind him repeating the words, I believe you.
That's like Galadriel.
A little bit.
Burn them!
Does he recognize the voice?
Ghost, make an intelligence check with disadvantage, given you're a little scared.
Warming it up doesn't make it roll better, sweetie.
Seeing this, I want to cast detect thoughts, but just keep it on surface thoughts and see what the hell's going on in Townsend.
I did learn that the full moon was a loon.
The singular full moon was
Yes.
the deity of Illusion, yes.
Uh-huh. Which that was before it split into the colors.
Yes.
I did learn that.
Good job.
We'll get to that in just a minute.
Okay.
I'll answer that if that's cool. Is
We'll get to that actually. 'cause
okay.
That's gonna be a thing.
All right.
I can fire now.
One more time.
Uh-oh.
We're about to fight.
Too. What check was that?
Intelligence.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Oh, that's bad.
You're a bit scared at the moment.
Dear diary, today I built a new character.
15, including my information.
At first, you don't. It takes you a long second to place it. But you do recognize one of the voices in the cacophony as Vulcan. As soon as he's done, we'll get to yours.
Would I surmise if that's a good thing or a bad thing?
You have no clue.
That's a thing. That's just a
That's
thing.
just a thing. All right.
Well, that happened.
Add that to the journal. Do. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go straight to Talon's page here.
I'm just gonna edit my friend's page.
No, like I have a dossier handle.
No, I don't.
On all of us?
It's fucking Batman in this shit.
It's a bit creepy.
What?
Contingency plan for Ronan. He recognized Vulcan's voice in the cacophony.
Okay.
He had to burn a piece of inspiration to do it, but he did it.
Oh, okay.
So, Grendel,
Getting into some lore here.
as you
Alright.
go to probe Talon's thoughts, I don't believe there's a save associated with it at first. It's
No,
attacks.
not just surface.
Okay. You kind of poke a little bit, and you're immediately rebuffed in a weird way. There's almost a steel barrier around it. And as you poke it, you feel your world drop out. And you're surrounded by blackness. For a moment, you fear you've fallen into the dreaming dark again. But instead of the oppressive, dark nature of that place, this place is merely without. There is no essence of anything here. And as you focus, you see, you have seen him before, so yes, you recognize Vulcan standing before you, with flames wisping off of him. And you see him stand before you, and his stance is guarded.
And who is Vulcan? Sorry, above table.
Vulcan is Talon's grandfather, who
Oh,
leads the
okay.
Lunari tribe.
Ooh, I see. I'm not probing deeper. I'm not. That's not something I do to friends.
Giggity.
Would you allow your thoughts to seep out at this moment?
It's really just feelings.
Being as emotional as I am, yeah.
Okay.
Probably. As of right now, yeah, probably.
Okay, then please feel free to describe.
Okay. So, does it depict, like,
Just feelings, surface feelings. Like, so I'm more curious because I heard multiple voices. If there's multiple kinds of feelings going on, is there like, and if they seem like they're coming from multiple sources, like more than one mind, and
it seems like what you're probing from is more like a childish nature, and everything that he's seeing, that he's feeling, is a general distrust.
okay.
I don't know if that...
No, that's all it does. Unless I'm a probe deeper, which I do not want to do.
Okay.
I'll learn what the other colors mean.
Where are we right now?
Right now, you guys are still in the town of Oleum.
But like, are we just standing on a street corner having this
Yeah.
conversation?
Probably
A little way from Kraken's eye, yes.
just down the street.
Liar! We are not socially acceptable people.
You guys haven't been from day one, really.
No.
Oh, I wasn't here day one.
True.
I'm just a big friend.
The only sociable acceptable one was Lan, and he killed children.
We don't talk about that.
No, we do not.
And his eyes were white.
Pure white.
It's worth mentioning during your probing. It's surface thoughts.
Surface feelings.
Surface
If you
feelings.
probe deeper, it's serpent's thoughts.
It's
but
thoughts, but it's just feelings.
Just emotions and
Let me,
drives,
let
essentially.
me ask you then.
Okay.
I'll read the spell.
I never did find out which other gods were with what moon, though.
Do you have somebody that follows the moon deities?
I should get a cat.
I've been meaning to ask them that.
You could easily get a cat.
Yeah.
Or a mouse or a
So
dog.
you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries or over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts. The creature can use its actions on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
You would know that there is a conscience above and beyond Talons that is responding to your feelings, that has a strong dislike of dishonesty. Let him elaborate on it further, but
There's 4 voices, right?
2. Yep, just Talons and one other.
Yeah, you heard an echo of Vulcan's voice, but not that wasn't the primary one that was behind it.
So I guess it would technically be 3.
Technically 3. Discord.
But your eyes have gone 4 colors, right? Am I crazy? They've gone red, they've gone blue,
Let me read this, I'm
And
sorry.
they've gone white.
Well-
Mark.
Okay.
well, they've gone purple too.
Either. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they go green though at one point? Or am I making that up?
You're making that up.
If you all want to put it down there.
I have no fucking clue. I'm lying to you.
Asking the other guys,
So it would be
So they've actually got 5 colors. White.
Yeah.
in this moment, it would be white, then red, then blue.
But they are okay.
Twist it and it comes out on its own.
So I can't distinguish which color it was when it replied to me, or when I heard Vulcan's voice.
White.
It was white with Vulcan's voice.
It's
Distinctively.
been white since you lied.
Distinctively.
Assumed white was-
And then I don't know if you wanted to give Grindel.
Oh yeah, did you need to know
What?
anything beyond that?
No, just surface. I'm not.
He's
Okay.
not probing deeper.
Okay.
I'm not.
Just the tip.
Just a tip.
What?
Actually, I'm going to use my next action. You can use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that just to see, since I just have an inkling that something's going on inside his head, so I just want to see if there's another creature in there, or something else in there.
In his head?
Read that for me again.
You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast the spell as your action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with an intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any language.
2 creatures.
Does that include you?
Correct.
Okay, so 1, you, and then 1 other.
The second presence is not as heavy, if that makes sense. It's a little more unfocused.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep a straight face.
Okay.
Behind the mask?
Yep.
Okay.
Makes it easy.
Yeah. Ghost almost does the initial pull away when he hears that, and it's just like, okay.
Feel an initial warmth. The shaking of the hand that you wouldn't normally feel with Talon.
Arms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
Down my hand to make sure I'm not on fire. All right.
It's wisping off your hand, but no.
You're okay, right?
Sure am.
It's a little bit like whenever you kind of poke the embers of a fire and sparks up just a little bit.
Is it Ronan?
Ronan just not shaking his head no.
Do these sparks have any sort of smell?
Not really smell. They carry the slight touch of an arcane nature to them, but
Just making sure it wasn't brimstone. That's all.
maybe slightly singed cat hair.
Yeah.
Then I tell back to it. All right, guys, let's go. This is yeah.
Right.
We have to hurry so we can be back in time for the play.
To the spire, and as I break the handshake with Ghost, I'll tap him on the head, and you'll get a huge whiff of the wood fire, campfire burn.
Did you burn the back of his head?
No.
It would not smell like a wood fire.
No, it would be horrible.
Why would it smell like a wood fire?
Unknown reasons. Okay. Interesting. That's new.
So are you guys heading out of the city?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, we're leaving the city.
You already dropped your crossbow?
Yep. I dropped it off the guy. We're gonna pick it up on the way back.
Do you have weapons if we get into trouble on the way there?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that question.
That's my other crossbow.
I'm also going to give you back the longbow. I was told that this bow can track your enemies. I figured until you get your other crossbow back, you could try this out.
Do you have use for a longbow? Can you use a longbow?
No, rogues can't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, only short bows
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Then I'll keep it.
and hand crossbows.
That's why I have a short bow and 2 hand crossbows.
So you're like Huntress?
Yep. That's literally kind of how I was building this. Because I want to get crossbow expert and dual wield crossbows.
So we have Hawkeye and Huntress. Nice.
So heading out to the outskirts of town, you see Ogbar and Toknuk are sitting over a fairly large campfire. What would really be more considered a bonfire at this point. And they are in the midst of telling this tale of your guys' victory over the five-headed.
To who?
To several of the townspeople who have noticed 2 cyclopses building a bonfire.
How big is this bonfire?
Yeah, just a tree on
Not
fire.
quite as big as the one that was at your bachelor party.
You know, that doesn't really say much. They could. It's
So it wants
small house and smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Much larger than a campfire. Not quite large enough to concern burning down the town.
Just look over at Skelly. This is your problem.
Who's Skelly?
You.
You don't know that's my name. I've never gone by Skelly in game.
Never gone by Skelly.
He came up with that when my name first got added to the Discord.
Yeah, she introduced
Sally
herself as
was
Sally.
my first one.
Just walk right by them.
Hi, friends!
So anyway, they was all standing there, and then Knock, he threw a tree in at the thing, broke it over its head, and we were like, yeah! And then we walked forward, we went in, and we started helping, and we kicked quite a bit of butt. Not quite enough, because
Administering the
Knock did
same
die.
thought process as me.
What'd you say?
I'm clear.
Are you guys ready to go?
You see
For sure.
the guy Hazel start to stand up. Oh, yep, no, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Are you okay, Talon?
Sure am. High five, and I'll.
Are you
hold up my fucking hand.
aggressively high-fiving me?
No, the Cyclops,
Okay.
which I've never done before.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, sure.
My arm was ripped off today.
Is he being very aggressive? Does he sound aggressive to
Go ahead
you?
and make an insight check.
I was just making conversations with him.
Oh, the dumb one learns there's something wrong.
Natural
He's
20.
speaking so angrily.
Feel free to check it.
I believe you. A weird goes out.
Did you say insight?
Yes.
Oh.
As
I have a plus to wisdom.
Talon slaps 5 with Dog Knock. And Dog Knock weirdly cannot push Talon back and he goes,
I know, right? New beginnings.
My insight was 14.
a little bit of tension. It's a little bit weird. Talon is normally a very reserved person there, so there's definitely a curtness to him.
I'm gonna give you a warm hug.
Are you allowing the hug?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna fight the hug?
No, I won't.
So you're grappled?
Okay.
Did that help? Do you feel better?
It did. Thank you
There,
very
there.
much.
Goliath's become the mom of the group.
Worst mom ever.
Ronan is just watching. She's just watching.
You'll see as before, he would have welcomed that hug, but now it's just like he accepts it.
Do I get that feeling that he just accepted it? Do I have to roll for that?
You're not especially perceptive when it comes to other people's interactions. You do know it's different from when you've held Talon before.
Okay.
You can't place your thumb on exactly how it is, but it's a little different.
You're so strong. Did I ever say that? I didn't ever say that. You know that.
What's it like when someone drinks too much?
Make irrational decisions.
Are you making irrational decisions?
You know what that
Maybe.
is?
No, I'm just repeating you.
That's the most diagnostic skills she has. Like when you walk to a doctor's office. So, any feelings of indigestion?
Turn to the party. Am I making drunk decisions?
No, if you were making drunk decisions, they'd be searching for more ale.
Thank you.
Have you
Don't.
ever been drunk?
Considerably.
As a Cyclops?
I'll use that word, right? Yeah, no, that sounded right. It takes a lot more, but we can do it.
How far down the road have I gotten?
Yeah, how far away is he?
Just start walking. Get 30 feet.
Oh, you're out of range.
That's okay.
You get no zoomies.
It's alright. You'll catch up eventually.
Glad you got my back. I got yours.
Oh, no,
You already know that, though.
Exactly. Being of such high caliber as you and I understand things on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's about 40 feet in the air.
Yep.
I don't think you're okay, but okay.
In what way?
That's funny because I literally just wrote down in my notes. Talon is not.
I don't trust Corona. I don't trust
Yeah, and that is in capital letters.
Oh, D&D.
In what way, Skelsfluter?
Uh-oh.
What?
Are your eyes still?
Oh, sorry. Skelly.
What?
Did I get that wrong again?
I don't know what you're saying. Why are you being mean to me? I'll hit you.
I'm not being mean.
I'm pretty sure the first time we met her, she said her name was Skelsfluter. And then it has not
No.
been that.
Nope,
This
that's
whole
the
character-
first time it's come up.
I've never said it in game. The only way you would know it is if you saw my hand or saw the palm of my hand or read my bag. But you weren't there when I got my bag and it went in my pocket.
I was there when you said, I want this on my bag, though.
I
Were you
sure
standing
did.
behind the...
I had just been
person?
and pegged the guy.
I've shook your hand.
my left hand?
I don't know. What hand do you write on?
My left hand.
Then I would
wait.
have shook your hand.
Please
This whole
shake hands
time,
with your right
every
hand.
morning, she does this. And you're telling me none of us.
No, I only said I did that because Megan forgot that I could have that Skelly could have her palm tattooed.
Well, which is a Skelsfluter?
You don't know that name.
I think that's the first time I've in life witnessed somebody clap back.
I want to have a character moment. Let me have it.
You're not even here.
Right or not. It's the ghost of ghosts.
Goes
My
to
brain said
rhyme.
Christmas past.
I would have shook your hand in whichever hand you would have wrote it on.
Well, then here,
That's how I would have known. But I have never, ever said it up until this point.
Okay, so you've known my real name this whole time. You know how to pronounce it when I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sure do.
Because he speaks giant.
what was the first name you gave us?
I speak giant.
Sally.
Sally.
And you all would have heard it, although you don't speak giant.
Nope.
Nope. I'm not here. Bitch.
Even if you were.
No, I don't speak giant.
No. Okay.
I speak halfling.
Grendel speaks sign language.
What is
Skelsfluter.
yes.
That's what you have written on your hand, right? Nice to officially meet you.
I'm walking away.
I walk away. Uh-oh. Your eyes still white?
Yeah.
Just curious.
Mhm.
Oh, we broke him.
Talon's a dick.
Okay.
Did you Discord me? Okay, then why are you looking at me?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I walked
okay.
away.
Wow. All right. To the spire, then.
All you boys are the leader to the spire.
How long until nightfall?
It is
A
nice.
couple hours
Oh.
until full dark.
And I guess we'll travel until we get a little bit of ways from town and then camp.
Okay. So, jumping ahead a little bit, is there anything in particular you guys like to accomplish over your 2-day trip to the spire?
The speediest damn travel this world has ever seen.
Well, that would be
First-
without sleeping.
First night,
Actually, that would be teleportation.
if Talon is taking watch,
Grendel wants to take it with him.
Which I would.
Okay. Quite easily done. So, full night has come on. You guys have stopped, kind of had a small camp getting going.
Are you doing your thing again?
No.
No? Okay.
I would be monitoring Talon's
This will be while you were asleep.
state when I'm
Oh, just throughout the day. Okay.
yes.
Talon, are you doing okay?
I think so.
Think so?
How are you?
I think you and I have similar conditions, but you're a little bit more acceptable
What do you mean?
based on. Seems more natural to you. I noticed you have an entity in your head.
Oh, yes. Just so we're talking about the same thing.
I also have one. I don't know what it is though.
Let's say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Illusion.
Mine is not a loon.
What's yours?
I have no idea.
You don't know.
Mm-mm.
Can I help you figure it out?
Yes.
Okay. What are the symptoms?
I am able to speak telepathically.
Okay.
What?
I didn't. Oh, wow. Hang on. This is.
What's your passive insight, by the way?
It's 12.
Okay.
I did not think this was gonna. Wow, things are about to. Okay.
Good night. Underline the Talon is not okay.
Something.
Is Talon about to serial kill the whole party?
The dam has several leaks in it, and every single one is plugged, but it's still about to burst, and I.
Flood 93 up in this bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially, Talon has a mad god in his brain.
Grendel, who are you to judge the blind man?
You're asleep.
You're
I'm
speaking
asleep.
telepathically to Talon. Talon, I need you to make an insight check with advantage.
Insight?
Yes, and I may have to pull you into another room for a second.
Okay.
What is this lame bullshit?
That's not bad.
I didn't think we were going to get to
Yeah,
this.
but still spending
This
money
was
on
not supposed
that.
to happen already. This is supposed to happen way later.
They could at least make it one.
There's only 2 days left in the Thanos giving event. Make sure you guys get your orb shards.
Yeah. Yep. Head to the offers section to pick up.
22.
Yeah, of course you would. All right, we're going to have to go in the laundry room for a second.
Got it.
No, that's worth it. 99 cents. 2 training orbs.
Is that worth it?
When you have 0 training mats, yeah. I'd say that's fucking worth it.
Did he pause the stream? No, we're just
No,
sitting here on
yeah.
camera.
We're just here. Go. Go. Get this place. Guys, that's pizza. I can get up with you. It's fine.
I love you, Freedom. I'm gonna do all that.
I had to have the fire of a loon burn out my brain.
You're a good man.
Better than mine.
Oh, I'm not gonna win this. Why the fuck did I do this? This is stupid.
Sure as hell didn't cut it very well. You don't eat the crust, do you?
I can have it done.
Didn't get
an enchanted new smites.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Now just shoot. Now just shoot grenades.
Oh, that gun?
Go wake up and find Grendel's charred corpse, huh?
Maybe.
Would this count as my whole I can't be surprised thing?
Clear.
You can't be surprised by combat. Is the way it works. It doesn't mean that nothing can surprise you. Doesn't mean you're immune from emotional trauma.
I know that.
So you're speaking to me telepathically throughout this whole endeavor?
Yeah. Because doing sign language to a blind guy doesn't work so well.
True. I'm hearing, wow. So you know Lan.
What?
Huh?
No, I do not.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
I know of Lan. I haven't met him.
You buried him?
Yes, that's one way of meeting someone, but not quite.
The record didn't bury him, just took his
Yeah,
body.
I did the ceremony for him.
Sure. He'll smile at you and non-telepathically say, all right.
Can I ask what's the problem?
With what?
Ever since you found out that Ghost was withholding information from you.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Your demeanor has completely changed.
In what way? As if I'm withholding information from you.
No, more of your just done.
You might be right.
Well, I know you haven't known me long, but I am here for you.
When we take these watches, can I talk to you?
Anytime.
Sure. I'll take that offer.
Good. And why did you mention Lan?
As he shakes your hand. I knew him.
Why did you mention him just now?
You mean you don't know?
No.
You talk and you don't hear.
I don't know what that means. Hear what?
Its voice.
I've heard it. I
So you do know.
I know it's something. I don't know anything about it.
So we're in the same boat.
It seems so.
People in the same boat can discuss the same problems. You know that, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the same boat.
I'll shake your hand.
All right.
Whatever the
What
fuck
both
is
of you
wrong with
guys
him is
passive
investing
insight real
him.
quick?
12.
Passive what?
Insight?
This is all telepathic. Well, my half is.
Uh, 18.
18?
You remember watching Game of Thrones and you just wanted to punch Joffrey in the face?
Yeah.
100% of the time.
You're the Joffrey of this campaign.
Oh,
It's not true.
But then we all found out that Jack Gleason was a great guy, and we're like, wow, he's really good at acting.
Okay.
Minus the the psychotic ass abusive murder of people. I meant you're just
We just
really
have
good at
to
acting like a dick.
Thank you.
We just haven't gotten to it. It's good.
It's just got somewhere.
Oh, is it in the nat one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like any minute you just go, 80! You kill him, son! You shoot me!
All right. All right.
Are we doing second watch now? Or?
You want us to roll perception?
No.
For watch?
Oh no, this is just the abbreviated travel.
Okay.
Anybody want to do anything else over the next day and a half?
I'm gonna avoid Talon.
It's gonna be kind of difficult traveling together.
I know.
Just gotta monitor the shit out of him.
One of you avoids sound, one of you won't stop looking at him. I mean, all in all.
I feel like that enunciates the difference between me and Ghost. Enunciates?
I'm just gonna point his direction towards you.
What word did you say?
And it's slightly off. Like,
You're
need a
in
word.
this
I
general
don't know what that
direction
means.
within 20 yards.
and I flip my finger.
So, after a day and a half more of travel, you guys finally come up on the spire, which you've seen in the distance for a little while. It is a huge spanning entity that goes about 100 feet or 100 floors up, and you can just hear the constant sounds of metal striking metal, and several people talking all at once. And as you guys walk inside, you are greeted by the sight of hundreds of people all running around one another. Essentially, what you've walked into is essentially Wall Street. And you're greeted as you guys enter by a human man standing in full servant's clothes. Crisp and clean, like primmed to a T. Ah, welcome to the Spire. How might we serve you today?
How are you? My name's Talon.
I am perfectly well, Talon. I am here to serve and help our patrons as we might.
These are the water wigglers.
You see a slight twitch in the left eye.
Have his eyes changed off of white this whole time?
They are fluttering all different colors.
Like a disco ball?
Pretty much.
That sounds stable.
Yeah, no, he's mentally all there.
Everything's there.
That's why I
All
said
there
all.
at once.
Yep.
Ghost, you hear in your mind. He is becoming a greater and greater threat to himself as well to the rest of the party.
Oh, there's that shitty Venom again.
Look, there's 3 of us that have shitty venoms now.
Nope, Venom, Carnage, Riot. I think we're all good.
You have Venom?
Does he do anything when that voice hits him?
So you know what Harry does when he here's the snake thing when he's talking to Dumbledore?
Basilisk?
Kind of,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
He kind of does the
Little twitch.
The twitchy one is Ghost.
nice to meet you.
A pleasure. You guys are a weird combination of beings. And you can tell a little outside of what this guy normally has to deal with. He's trying his best to take it in stride right now.
We are just here to trade in some pieces of gold.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, that I can help you with. Please, follow me. I'll lead you over to where there is a gold exchange table.
Okay. We will start emptying out the bag of holding.
What?
Did he let our friends in?
The doors are plenty well tall enough for the
Okay,
Cyclopses to come in.
great. Cool.
What did you say?
We should start going to the bag of holding and getting all the gold.
I pull out the bag of holding, and I'm just gonna start pulling out the pieces and laying them
Oh,
on the
you
table.
mean you wanted the gold minted? Okay, slightly different process, but still very doable.
I will start helping her put this gold back into the bag.
Whatever works. Exchange, minted, whatever gets us the highest bang for our gold.
Bang for our
Coin.
buck.
Bang for our coin.
Bang for our
Currency for our coin. Yeah, there we go.
whatever.
We'll have to come this way and weigh it, and
Clock
we
for a
will-
coin.
we will work out an exchange rate for you. And he leads you over to where, what is a little bit odd, he leads you over to where there is a slightly squat figure with long pointed ears and a slightly bluish green tinted skin. At first glance, it appears to be a goblin, but it's slightly malproportioned to be a goblin. And the figure slowly looks up. Yes.
We need to weigh this gold to see. We need to get this gold minted. Minted.
Minted.
Minted.
Please put your gold on the scale. He kind of gestures.
How big of a scale is it?
There's, it's essentially a small table scale. Used for fruit and the
Let
like.
me know when it's full.
As soon as you put the first leg on there, it fills up and goes, oh. Bring the clangers! And you actually see a couple of large orc figures pulling in a much larger scale.
That's what.
So more friends?
No.
Don't you dare. I will kill this entire party. This fire will collapse and I will burn everything.
Evasion?
What'd you say?
Evasion?
You evade 100,000 points of damage all you want.
Stones endurance?
That would technically work.
No, it wouldn't.
No, but it's
I think it's that
1d12. It's 1d12 once per turn.
It's like when
Either
Felix
way.
jumped off the cliff and the goldfish took the 1 point of damage. Anyway, you guys start unloading your gold into the scale. At the end, he stops and looks at it and goes, man, just over 800 pounds. Most impressive. And, you wish to have this minted, you said.
Would we get more for it if we were to mint it, or more for it if we were just to sell it to you and you give us gold?
Yeah, well, that's essentially what we're doing. It takes time to mint the gold. We're exchanging it for a coin you can use immediately, and then we take this in the back and we mint it ourselves.
Okay.
Whatever's the quickest and easiest payout.
That is exactly what we're
We
doing.
only have one option. That's what he just said.
But anyway, let's see, to mint this all out, let's
It's
see,
okay, I
we could do
struggle
this at
too
the rate of,
sometimes.
say, given the quality you've brought us, we would take 25% to mint this.
25%?
Yes,
25% of.
of the total profits.
And what is the total profits?
We don't tell people that before we strike the percentage deal. It tends to skew their beliefs.
This is not my realm of expertise. I carried the
I want
ship.
to make sure you got this vampire.
He is not the vampire guy.
I'll lean over to Ronan
Hey,
and
process
telepathically say, about 10K.
Did you actually do the same thing I did? I mean, I'm curious.
Ask me. Whisper me.
Yeah, good point, good point.
I will just look over at Talon, and I'll look at Ghost.
5%, or that's the total.
Okay. Oh, buddy. So 25% of 10K, or 25% is 10K. So that would mean
Oh, what?
the 25%
25% would be
would
10k.
be 10K.
No, I think the total profit is about 10K. Is that what he meant?
Unclear at this
No,
point.
what do you mean?
There you go.
What did you mean when you said 10K?
I never gave a price. Is what I meant.
What did I say when I
10K
meant
was the
10K?
total, or 10K
Total
was the
profit, or-
25%?
10K is after the 25%, after his
Oh.
take.
Oh, okay.
So when he's trying to,
I apologize. Then I
Yeah.
think that's something else.
yep.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Roughly.
Roughly. I will. So what do you all think?
It's the best option.
Is there a way to talk it out and maybe get more?
Sure.
I was asking anybody else.
I would have to agree with Talon.
Thank you.
There may be a way for us to maybe negotiate a little bit higher.
Look at me.
We would be more than willing to do business with you, but
I can be kind of scary.
I don't know if we want to do that when they're making a play about us. We could use that route. Use our star power.
So maybe you don't want to threaten the people who handle the money for the entire
Yes.
fucking
I'm
kingdom.
playing to my strengths here. That's what I got.
I don't want to overstep my bounds, Ronan.
No,
Am I doing right by the party?
In general or in this situation?
In this situation.
Oh, unclear.
I'm all for haggling. But I'm not going to be the one to haggle. I don't have the skill set.
Me neither.
Oh.
is there any room on the 25%?
That would depend on your prestige, personally. Lords, of course, we can deal with a better price, but there's none of you are lords.
Mention our name.
Well, considering we just did save the Evier Hall, as we are the Water Wigglers, I believe that would give us.
Yeah, water wigglers, yeah.
Ah, yes, the esteemed water wigglers. The most fearsome group in Terodan, of course.
There's a play about us premiering tomorrow.
There's also plays about people who have sex with their mothers.
I don't think those are as enjoyable.
Depends on your taste.
That's something for therapy.
Would you deal with people that have that kind of taste?
If they have gold.
Why aren't you just a whore?
This is literally where gold is exchanged in the kingdom. I don't know what you think we're looking for.
I think what my friend was trying to say is Lord Evier would be most appreciative if you took care of us.
I would say given your amount, we could do as low as 20%.
Seem fair.
What would that be?
10.2K.
Is that a big difference?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 6.
Right? Am I right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Bust out ye old calculator.
That's what I just said.
What's out ye old mind reading?
Why do you have tape on yours?
Because it's broken.
Oh.
It's broken since we started.
Oh.
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 It's
Broken.
So are we good with 20%?
Yeah.
Grendel, I see a yes from you.
That seems fair.
Sienna,
Perhaps a guarantee of 20% for future.
You probably rack in a lot more chandeliers.
Talon, 20% sound good to you?
If it's actually 20%, sure.
But let us get a total amount first.
I'm sorry, we did not give out total amounts before we agreed to the percentage deal.
That would be 10.5k.
Sure.
What does the scale say?
No,
The scale says 800 pounds.
Do we know the percentage rate per pound?
Probably not. Most of you don't deal in melting gold. In fact, none of you have really dealt in melting or minting gold.
I should have brought a drawer.
He's, like, swindling us here?
Make an insight check. Don, are you holding out your hand still?
Yeah, 10.5k.
Okay.
But I will wait for the approval of the group.
Is it a new day?
It is.
Technically, yes.
There's her. Just insert it.
Oh, I was giving you that to use if you needed to use it.
Oh, I figured we had to pick new ones.
Okay.
It's a new day.
And since she didn't use hers, I would allow her to use it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Just for simplicity's sake.
Okay, cool. So was 10, right?
So, yeah.
D1 on my insight check.
21. He appears very eager to make this deal, but he doesn't appear to be lying or trying to cheat you.
So it works in his favor, too.
We get paid, they get
Potentially
paid.
become his favor than our favor.
I mean, a little swindling makes sense because they need to,
They do have to pay.
They are
their
essentially a
workers.
bank.
Yeah.
yeah. Because it's not a lot of swindling.
20% sounds good. I think the group approves.
Okay.
I still say I guarantee you future 20%.
If you can bring us at least half as much as this, we can do 20% easily.
Sure.
All right.
A lot of
Well then.
chandeliers.
Let's see, your total amount comes up to 800 pounds, given that there are 50 gold coins to a pound.
Yeah,
The
it does.
total will come out to over 40,000 gold pieces. Our 20% is 8,000, so you guys have a total of 32,000 gold coins. That's why I was curious when you said the 10,000, because that is exactly 25% of the total.
All you just see is dollar signs rolling in his head.
Well, hey man.
I can't even process that amount of money.
For the record, the way I came up with that amount is that D&D actually does have a standard weight for the gold coins, which is 50 to a pound.
So 32,000 divided by 5.
It's
I might be a
6,000.
psychopath, but I earned you a lot of money.
6,000 and some
Psychopaths usually are
change.
pretty good at.
Yeah, 6,000 and some change.
2,000 of mine goes to you.
100 of mine goes to him as well.
Enchantment.
Is this all lions?
I imagine this.
Actually, this is unminted.
So spit, we can spend it anywhere.
Yeah, it's good. Our money's good anyway.
Everybody gets 6,400 unminted coins.
Okay.
So 8,400?
Yes.
And I get 4,000.
4,400.
And then
I've been waiting so long to tell you guys how much money this fucking chandelier was worth.
You gave me 100, didn't you? Love to buy the new shield.
500.
500?
Yep, for the shield.
Yeah, I believe he's right.
No, 500 from me.
Yep.
And then 100 to you for the
Don't spend it
identification.
all on blowing hookers, guys.
Minused.
Okay, did you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I already minused the 2,000 from him, too, for the... whatever the enchantment was that he wanted.
Yeah.
So...
His crossbow down at this point.
So I have 6,300. Ooh, buddy.
You guys have been sitting. That's why I was like laughing a little bit when you're like 12,000 gold. I'm like,
And they didn't want us to get the damn chandelier.
Right?
They didn't want us to get the chandelier.
That was so bad.
6,000 on them things.
Who didn't want you guys to get the chandelier?
Whenever we were stealing, not stealing,
no, you stole it.
we stole it, but it's from a...
Is it
Right.
stealing if it belongs to nobody?
We rightfully
It's the one that's doing it.
Yeah, he was alive.
But he's dead now. So, I mean,
dead now.
It was just going to waste. If you steal somebody's car and then kill them, that doesn't fix the problem.
But if that person is Hitler, it really doesn't matter.
Why don't we just go back in time and find baby Thanos and
All right.
Okay, that's fucked up.
So that's what we're going to go ahead and go to a close for the week. Woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had fun. Our fucking ADHD session. We will see you guys next week.
Am I medicated?